Good evening, one and all. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and that means it's time for us to jump into some more good old Warframe. Welcome back, one and all. Hope you are doing well where you are around the world. It is a bright and shining day, which is why I've got all the curtains closed so it doesn't mess up my green screen. Probably is still somehow messed up. I think I've caught it all, but you know how it goes. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Craft. Hello there, Hermes. Hello there, Z-Tray. Z-Tray with a hydrate as well. Yep, you got me. Cheers. Hello there, Zom. Hello there. Is that Alnil? I want to go to... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where I should break in such a name, so I'm going to go with Alnil. Hello there, Caster. Hello there, Flo. Hello, Predator Queen. Hello, Gorilla. Hello, Disaster. Hello, Cosmo. Hello, Athlia. Hello there, Ray. Hello, Corrupt Policies. Hello, Adi Malik. Hello there, Big Dog. How is everyone doing? Hello there, Jimothy. Hello there, Fork. I think I'm still missing some names here. Let me cap. Oh, there we are, actually caught up. No, I think Ladybug. I missed Ladybug. Can't miss Ladybug. Hello there, Ladybug. How you doing as well? Hello there, Tube Blocker. Cat cam? No cat cam. No. Ever since the cat cam stream, my cat has stopped sitting in that spot now where I had the cat cam. She stopped sitting there. She knew. She knew the entire time. And so she's just not going with it anymore. She goes, nope, that's what you're going to do. I'm going elsewhere. So about that cat, she's smarter than she lets on. She's also an idiot. So, you know, take that as you will. Miss, cheers. She is camera shy, absolutely. I mean, it's difficult as all hell to get her on camera in the first place, but even just photos. To get a good photo of her is an absolute pain in the ass. To get her on camera for video, whew, truly beyond belief pain in the ass right there. Absolutely. But hey, it be like it be. Hello, Joker. It has been a while, yeah. Hope you're doing well, Joker. Welcome in. Welcome in. Alright, chat. So, on the docket today, the main gameplay thing, of course, in case you missed the notification over on Discord, is the circuit. D have somehow brought this week back. I'm not sure what's going on behind the scenes that caused the week to repeat, but it happened. So, yeah, I'm going to be picking, obviously, a couple of the Stalker weapons.
Still have some pyramids left, so got third in the admission test to CAM. I'm going to uni.
Hey, congratulations, Flo. Well done on that. Third in the admission test, you're on your way to uni. Now, that is absolutely splendid news right there, Flo. Congratulations. And tomorrow's your birthday. What a birthday gift is that there, Flo? You get the notification you're able to go to university. You find out the day before your birthday. I mean, I'm assuming you find out today. Either way, that is absolutely amazing news. Congratulations, Flo. And happy birthday, of course, for the day before. That is incredible news. Joker say week repeated because it's a paradox. So Joker hasn't changed whatsoever. Still living up to her name. Still living up. Cause I say honestly glad it did since I didn't finish getting Dread. Fair enough. Yeah, that does help out for those who were unable or unwilling to go through the whole process. I'm still impressed that there are exactly 5 weapons available in this week. 1 of each item, and I have all of them. So that was nice. That was definitely nice. And now I get to enjoy that a second time around. For those of you who have not picked the Cyber or Zylok, I can tell you that if you pick the Cyber this week, you'll be disappointed. Because it's still the Cyber. If you would like to know more about that, check out my video on how it's still the Cyber. It's an upgrade, to be sure, but it's also a cold-based hammer. There's not really a lot you can do to redeem that. What does strict nat mean? It means that, if I recall correctly, it's a setting on your router, most likely. Yeah, I think that's a setting on your router, which just is meant to protect from basic communications between your computer and others on the internet. But it's not really that big of a deal, so turning it off is perfectly fine. Like, unless you're going to the shadiest of shady porn sites, you're probably fine turning off strict nat. And when I say shadiest, I mean you have to go really far down at that point. Like, what are you doing? Just stop. But for Warframe, you're fine. It's somewhere in your router settings. If the router's not your own, obviously don't go tampering with it. Speak to the person who is supposed to control it. You picked Cyber because you had to choose between the other Zylok you have neither. I mean, fair enough. Cyber you can build. Zylok you have to get from a player because Barrow's not going to bring it until God knows when, really. So, yeah, there is definitely that side to it. Obviously, if you do not own the Zylok, picking the Zylok Incarnate at this point is probably pointless. It would be nice if DE let us know when this would be coming back, you know? Okay, it's a thing. It's a thing, isn't it? When is the new Deviri update coming out? Well, the Deviri Paradox launched a few weeks ago. As for the next update is, I suppose it's Deviri related. But it's got its whole other name, isn't it? Crimes of Kuleva or something like that? But we don't have a date on that. We don't have a date. Just, I think they said this month, but no date. Just like most of the people here. Right? Crimes and Grind? Yeah, fair enough. Saying chose Despair and Zarlok. As I've Zarlok, picked off Barrow a while ago. Yeah, same. Same. Christmas Scanner was in Barrow a week after we got the Incarnate for it. Yeah, there was that. There was definitely that. As I say, did you see my message near the beginning of the stream? I saw that it was an essay. I'll be honest, I kind of scrolled past it with the whole being started. Let me have a look now. Zob saying, so I was thinking of the discussion we had on stream last time, and I do wonder how D will react to Pseudo Exalted with Incarnate. The thing that throws a spanner into the works is D repatched Progenitor bonuses when those stopped carrying over the integrity fixes only would apply to Pseudo Exalted. Yes. It does throw a spanner in the works, Zom. It does throw a spanner in the works. Yeah, ask me later on that. Counterpoint. If we have a look at the whatchamacallums. The Predos here. The initial combo would affect, so that's neither here nor there. Do the other them have anything of note? Nice finisher and attack speed. Does the plus 25% attack speed on the Innoderm affect anything? Well, the only thing it would affect would be additive anyway, like mods, so that would be perfectly normal. Yeah, I don't think they have one we can look into, do they? From the previous melees, and then there's no Pseudo Exalteds for primaries and secondaries, so that doesn't matter either. Basically, we're just not going to know, Zom. DE might say it's intended, it might say it's not intended, it might say we've yet to make that decision, at which point we go, what are you doing? We don't know. We don't know. It's just a thing. Which is great! Yeah. I don't know what DE's plan is on that. I should probably reach out to them, see if they'll give me a straight answer. They probably won't, but yeah. Ray say, hey Ken, just a side note, your waiting room for the start of stream is no longer showing the stream chat or emote sprays. It is showing the emote sprays, Ray. You're wrong on that. It is definitely showing the emote sprays. I saw someone put an emote at the start and it showed up. So that bit I know is working. The chat I'm aware is not working there, and that's because the chat overlay that I had for it, apparently I used something other than the rest of my overlays packages for it. Because after my hard drive blew up, or rather just died, it didn't blow up, it just ceased reading in any way whatsoever. That took with it all the settings, and I actually cannot find where I had that particular one. It's gone. So I'll need to completely recreate having the chat overlay on there. And so far, I'll be honest, I've kind of used it as an experiment to go, okay, so how impactful is it to not have that chat overlay on the starting soon screen? But yeah. I'm aware of it, Ray. That one did get nuked when the hard drive died. You weren't here to see the emotes, my bad. Okay, Ray, I will say then, I have a bone to pick with you right there. And this is at least the second time, if not third or fourth. You don't want to be burning up your reputation, Ray. You've had a reputation for a very long time in this community, a well-earned reputation of knowing about the more curious things going on, certainly when it comes to Warframe, having your fingers into the strange mechanics, and being right about it. But there you've made a claim. You made a very clear claim. Just a side note, your waiting room for the starter stream is no longer sharing emote sprays. And you didn't actually test it. You just threw it in there. Don't do that. Don't burn your reputation, Ray. I know you're better than that when it comes to staying on the factual side of things. Wouldn't want people to start questioning everything you say now. That would be terrible. Right, chat. Let's get cracking on with some circuit. Let's get cracking on with this. We're going to be going to the Steel Path, of course. That's how you get the Incarnate. If you'd like to join me on that, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I will bring you into the squad, and we'll take it from there. Also, you may see the bot has a new message popping up every now and then at the moment. Very literally saying, Twitch should remove the guarantee on the value of bits. That is not an exaggeration. I wish it was. It was not an exaggeration. Twitch has very literally removed the guarantee of the bit value from the affiliate contract. And I've looked high and low, left, right, forward, backward, everywhere I can find. They've not put anything in otherwise. Just that they will give some fees to the creator based on bits used. What about subs? Subs has remained the same. Subs has remained the same 50-50 split after discounts, taxes, transaction fees, that sort of thing. So from your subscription, whether that's gifted or direct as a tier 1 sub or something like that, I get around about, I think it's about 40%. Because Twitch is a 50-50 split. And prior to that, you got your taxes and transaction fees come out. For example, in the UK, we have a VAT rate of 20%. That is not a small amount. So that means that on top of the cost of Twitch sets, an extra 20% is added on that's VAT, and then that takes out a chunk. That takes out a chunk. But yeah, with bits, up until yesterday, bits would be every single bit that you gave to a streamer would be 1 US cent to that streamer. That's been removed from the contract, and there is no information anywhere now as to what a bit is actually worth to a content creator. Twitch decided any rate whatsoever. Contractually, they now have the means to do that. They have given zero information on that. Given everything else that's going on, that's kind of a bit of a bummer. So yeah. That's why the bot is recommending to, where you can, think of using tip instead. Soran. Sorry, Ran. Thank you very much for following. Welcome in. Right, we're going to be jumping in. As I say, send me a message in game. The Kengineer should be able to send me a message easy enough. ! Join in Twitch chat if you don't know how to send me a message. We'll jump into the circuit and get hold of some of these Incarnate bits and pieces. And that's going to be better than doing it in a public squad because, hey, you'll be in a group together. A group that actually tries to make it work together. What do I like Lavos? Well, Lavos has got a lot going for him. Seriously, a lot. He's got an impressively strong health tank. Absolutely zero energy issues because he doesn't use energy. The ability to self-heal, the ability to stagger enemies to open up for finishers. He's got zoomies, he's got complete elemental control. He has got the ability to convert ammo into universal pickups and also to augment health and energy orbs, both for him and for his team. That also stuns enemies and yet further opens them up for finishers. He has got some damage application on his fourth, which also is yet another means of serious status spreading. Have I mentioned the zoomies? Because that's recharged, he can do it again. You can play him as actively or as passively as you like. And it doesn't matter what energy issues might be going on around, you just don't give a damn. He's great for survival missions, he's great for defense missions, he is great for railjack missions. He fits near enough everything. The only thing he doesn't fit is basically spy, and for that you don't need a spy frame. Spy frames make it easier, I don't need it easier. I got Lavos. Right, let's bring in Homshabomb, let's bring in Craft26. We got one more spot available for anyone else who'd like to join in. Hey, Craft, I see that. Good choice, good choice. Hello there, Idol. Hope you're doing well today. Cosmo says, that can't be loud, right? Really don't know anything about legal stuff like that. I feel like not disclosing how much they pay is shady. It is shady. I think it's probably an oversight, Cosmo. I think it is. No, it's got to be an oversight. As for legality, well, as I mentioned over on the Discord the other day, everything is legal until it's challenged in a court. That's how legality works. Believe it or not, someone like myself doesn't really have the ability to challenge Twitch in court over pretty much anything on something like that. Because that's challenging the nature of the contract, and they can take a rather unkind eye to that. So yeah, it could be challenged if there was something to challenge. I am not a lawyer. Meantime, it's a thing. Looks like new frame supports stabbing. More they have been stabbed, I suppose. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to go for Thread Despair. Yes, that seems fun. Alrighty, let's see. What is it offering me this week? It is offering me some pearls and secondary shiver, primary exhilarate. Interesting. Some plant thing. We got a Zor Riven, Melee Riven, so neither of these actually go on the incarnates I picked. That's a fun thing, yeah. Another Shiver, and then the Essence, and then the actual incarnate. At 8. Hello there, Love. How you doing? Twitch being fucky again? Oh yeah, loads Idle Outlaw. They dropped 3 separate things yesterday, all at the same time. Or near enough the same time. And then they've tried backpedaling / re-communicating on one of the big ones, which more and more is starting to feel like a dead cat strategy. Here's one that applies to anyone who streams on Twitch but is not an affiliate or partner. It is now against Twitch TOS, completely against Twitch TOS, to multi-stream, apparently. I say apparently because they haven't enforced it against affiliates for, apparently since 2019. Actually, since before I started streaming. So, go figure. It's that massively enforced that they haven't enforced it. Let me see here. What do I want? Champion's Blessing. That was a crazy build. No, debating me on this one. I could have sworn I'd... Making it where we can't mod in this cave is so stupid. Alright, I guess I'll go for this slightly crazy build then to stay alive with. Yeah, that'll go down well. Let's see what we got here. I can Brunt, Galatine. My options with it. Oh wait, hang on. Pangolin Pride. Yeah, sure, why not? Later! Oh, that's always fun. There we go. There we go. That feels nice. So with the update to the TOS, they added in a section on branded content. You'll have to look into that yourself. It's a whole thing, and it's still up in the air, so it's really a whole thing. They added a section on advertising as well, which is itself a whole thing. But one they also put in was that they now ban multi-streaming for everyone. If you are streaming on Twitch, you must not stream to another platform at the same time, is what they say. Like I said, they have never enforced this against affiliates since it was on affiliates. Since 2019. And even back then, they barely... Oh dear, I'm going to get hurt here. Barely implemented it on anyone. So it's kind of a thing. No other platform does that though. No other platform has such restrictions. Hell, most platforms don't even have restrictions on their partnered ones. Like for YouTube, for example. If I was streaming on YouTube, YouTube would go, oh, what, you want to stream somewhere else at the same time? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Might get more people in, that'd be great. It's just Twitch that cares. Now, if you're wondering why I'm using my first ability so much here, it's because this particular build is actually designed around getting health orbs in order to empower me. In fact, I'm close enough to pull the orbs I need. I can just enjoy my defense now. So this is a health tanking trinity. Rather than you'll get some shield gating ones or ones that just tank through using a 4 lots, this is a health tanking trinity, which is a thing. It's definitely a thing. But it kind of works. Takes a bit of setup, but once it's on, it's on. The only downside is that it's currently with really, really low duration. These abilities need to be cast quite often. Would I consider an alternative platform if Twitch has gone too far? I am considering my options. I will just put it at that. I am considering my options. I'm having a look as to what Twitch does in the next coming weeks. But I am considering my options. Where's this guy going? I'm here, you idiot. Oh, he's dead. Didn't I just... Could have sworn I just activated the ability on someone who just flew away into the distance. You haven't played the very Paradox yet for some reason? Oh, well, I mean, get around to it. Nothing stopping you. I need someone who's not dead. Oh, he died. I tried to cast it on it, he died. There we go. So what that's doing is it's giving me healing, it is also giving me status immunity. I know that Link is also giving me status immunity, but that is actually also applying to my allies too.
Use it only as you must.
But it is again short duration. Don't be dying too early. Builder's Avenger. Oh, do I have Avenger on this? Huh. It's fine. Latum is still strong. Yeah, Latum is still strong. I'm fine. By the sounds of it, all Twitch is going to accomplish these changes, driving away smaller and newer creators. Forcing the bigger ones into relying on outside income like Patreon stuff. Makes sense. Like the bot is saying, if you want to support the channel, I recommend doing it through direct tip. Honestly. I know that Twitch has made some flashy, or slightly flashy bits and pieces when it comes to if you subscribe or if you use bits, little pop-ups will happen in the chat and there's this leaderboard thing. And that's absolutely valid. If you want that, go for it. But on the flip side, Twitch is taking a significant portion of that. Not to mention you're also paying sales taxes. So yeah. Twitch is doing silly stuff. Nothing new there, but their silly stuff, they decided to drop a whole bunch of silly stuff all at once, including the immediate revocation and reissuance of affiliate and partner contracts, including going so far as to say that partners, which thankfully I'm not one, but partners could get delisted as partners with immediate effect. For example, if they were to disparage Amazon. And that doesn't even have to be on stream. According to the wording of it, if Twitch doesn't like you tweeting about Amazon screwing up in some way, that's disparaging Amazon, so that could be grounds for having your partnership immediately and instantly revoked. Because sure, that needs to be added into the terms and conditions. That screams partnership to me.
Creatures of the deep
it's a thing.
void are assaulting the undercroft, tearing rents in its fabric. Seal them up again.
Gelix, yep.
Far worse foes than
And all this is publicly available information as well. Like, they're not even putting any kind of NDAs on this amount of BS. They just dropped it out there and went, yep, deal with it. I got a notification on Twitch and a very short email saying the terms and conditions of the affiliate agreement have changed. Didn't actually explain the changes, just said that they had changed. I don't like the idea of unilateral changes to contract terms with read it all and understand it, and if you even press go live, you immediately agree to the new terms. And your only recourse is to just instantly bip out. Do not pass go, do not collect £200. I don't like that. That's what we got. Now, I'm not a partner, so I can quite happily say things to the tune of, no, I do not want to be in a corporate hellscape where Amazon Corp dictates what you can say on Amazon Corp products and services at any point whatsoever. Because how dare you say anything nasty about a company like Amazon, the most reputable of all companies, whilst their subsidiary Twitch takes 50% of your revenue for the gracious offering of hosting a stream. Ow. Doesn't Switch / Amazon also want to add really stupid rules for advertisements? We're waiting to see the actual details there. Have we got an Octavian squad? Oh, we have. Oh, that's useful.
Keeping them at bay.
Huh.
Hold fast.
That is useful. So yeah, Twitch has made announcements on branded content, which basically in-stream advertisements done from not Twitch.
Breach has been sealed.
And then, despite the extremely broad yet clear-cut information they put out there, they then said that this was a miscommunication. They're going to be clarifying this, and word down the pipeline from Twitch ambassadors who's been speaking to Twitch about this. Apparently, it's more to do with third-party services, so you can get, and I've turned down offers of third parties saying, hey, you can get more revenue from your streams by running our program, not Twitch program, but our third-party program, which runs video adverts on your stream. That I can understand Twitch wanting to shut down, absolutely. But they didn't word it at all even remotely close to trying to shut down just that. It's like saying, hey, yeah, we don't want people to be selling illegal drugs, so what we're going to do is ban people from buying things. Like, it's that level of overreach. And then going, no, we didn't want to stop you from buying things. We just wanted to stop the specific group of purchases. It's like, well, why didn't you say that? You have the ability to say that because you literally just said that. Why did you not say that? Which makes me think, was that really the plan? Or is this damage control? Or is one person at Twitch doing something that others don't know about? Left-hand, right-hand situation. But it mostly feels like a dead cat to me. Mostly feels like a dead cat. And for those of you who don't know what I mean by a dead cat strategy is you drop a dead cat on a table, people are going to talk about the dead cat. How could you not talk about a dead cat dropped on a table in front of you? Which means you're not talking about anything else you should be talking about. Such as changes to the affiliate agreements in terms of service.
Judge for yourself.
That's why I see it as a dead cat strat.
The maddened ones who walk the undercroft, the shadows of armies that do not yet exist.
Got distraction tactics? Mm-hmm.
Ensure they never become
basically
real.
That's my takeaway from it all. It's like, okay, why come out with something as ridiculous as that and do it at the same time as completely rewriting, not even small changes, completely rewriting the creator agreement and also making changes, very much not wanted or desired changes to the terms of service. Why would they do that all at the same time? If not to bury it. Like, I know I sound like a conspiracy nutter right now. I wish I did have reason to. And yet I can't ratify it in any way other than thinking they are just complete blinkered idiots. And, well, I mean, normally I would go for the charitable approach of assuming that someone is being silly, not malicious, but in this case, it's Twitch. They have a history of being malicious, not silly. They have a history of being more malicious. Starting with having exclusivity on live content, despite no other platform doing that. That's a thing. Yeah. That's a bit malicious. Or when someone tells you, no, it's miscommunication, you misunderstand. It's like, you read exactly what you wrote. If you're a big enough company, you can learn how to write things. Just saying. I mean, I already complain about the wording given to certain abilities in Warframe. Warframe is probably probably not on the same level as Twitch when it comes to delivering this kind of stuff, I'd say. One's a game developer, the other's the single biggest streaming platform. Slight difference, probably. Just saying. No offense, Warframe, but you are probably
Little
smaller.
by little, the madness of the undercroft
So yeah, it's a thing.
is
Should you make me hydrate again? Yeah, I'll just hydrate for you. Yeah,
struggle
how about that?
goes on for as long as you can stand.
Yeah, most content creators you see not talked about TOS changes. Yeah, there's not huge amounts, but they're there. And the change in affiliate agreements, I was speaking to another creator actually just last night. A partner this was. They had no idea there had been changes. They'd gone live and therefore tacitly agreed to them without knowing that they had agreed to changes because they were not fully aware of them at the time. But it happened. No, well, there we are. I miss have a double. And then when I pointed out just what it includes, like, what the actual hell is this? And I agree, what the actual hell is that? Now there is an exception in the TOS that you can simulcast to Twitch and other services under 3 situations. I think one of them was for charitable causes, one of them was for political causes, government bodies, that is. But imagine, like, if, I don't know, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom decided to do a live stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Twitch would not be like, hey, I'm going to shut you down. No, Twitch would go, yes, please, we want you here. Hell yeah. Because Twitch realises the value in allowing multitasking. They just don't want you to have it most of the time. The third exception is if you get written permission. Specifically, if you contact Daddy Twitch and ask them, please, sir, please, am I allowed to do both streams today? I would very like to. I would imagine organisations like, for example, Warframe will reach out to Twitch and be like, hey, yeah, we're going to do this. You okay with that? Of course you are. And Twitch will reply, yeah, absolutely, yeah, we're not losing Warframe. That would be dumb. Warframe pulls in tens of thousands of people. That would be dumb. But if you're not Warframe, you're just one of the content creators that makes the platform happen, the other 23 hours out of every single day, get fucked. Just, yeah, basically. It's all a thing. And as I mentioned earlier, and as the bot likes to keep mentioning, because I've said it to mention every like 10-11 minutes, Twitch has removed the clause that explains how much a bit is worth to a streamer. Now it's just some amount based on the bits used. It used to be 1 US cent per bit, so despite the fact you'd spend maybe like $1.40 on 100 bits, I would get $1 from 100 bits. Now, if you spend $1.40 on 100 bits, I get, I don't know. I literally do not know anymore. It might still be a bit, a cent per dollar, a cent per bit. It might be more, it might be less, I don't know. They literally took it out with no replacement. Twitch. What does guide reflection into the light mean in Degree Paradox? You need to go up to the marker wherever it is, defeat the enemies there if there's any enemies, and then after that, you should see literally a mirror copy of yourself. You'll see your operator form, mirror copy of yourself here, and you need to go around whatever the two of you are circling to guide them into a purple light that's only visible when you get the operator close. So like if it was there, and I'm going around this lamppost, I wouldn't see it here because my operator would be over there, but as I come around here, I would see it, and then I'd need to come to mirror the position. That's what it means. So you are literally guiding your reflection in the void into a light that you can only see when you are close to the right position. If you listen, you'll hear the whistle when it forms. That gives you the rough idea as to where you're looking. But that only works if you have directional audio, of course. Playing on your TV might be a bit harder. I love that I'm barely paying attention to Trinity here and still keeping her alive. Do I see some kind of calculation or breakdown on the bit payouts, or is everything just lumped together? So I can see how much I make from bits after the fact. So I can see in my analytics how much I've got from gifted subs, from prime subs, from tier 1 subs. I can see from advertising revenue. It's fuck all. Which is a very big reason I don't run additional ads here on the stream. Why would I screw over the experience for so many of you for literally pennies? And then it shows, yeah, bits. But that means now that I would have to track how many bits I receive and compare that to the income that it states there. And then that's assuming that it's meant to be consistent. Like if Twitch decides to balance it up and down at random, I wouldn't be able to see that. Just like with subs, I can't see how much you paid for your sub. I cannot see how much you pay for your sub. If you are living in a country, say like Syria, where the cost of a sub is cheaper because the strength of the economy there is rather a lot weaker than it is in, say, the UK or in United States, your sub will be cheaper. I get 50% after fees and taxes of that cheaper sub. But all I see on my side is you subscribe, and then when it comes to my analytics, I go, well, I'm not getting $2 per sub here, am I? Yeah, Twitch is terribly untransparent. Terribly. Twitch also doesn't show you if there's been chargebacks for subs. By the way, if any of you ever charge back a sub and I find out about it, I will ban you in every way possible. So don't even fucking try it. But yeah, if you subscribe or gift a sub and then you decide, actually, now I'm going to charge it back now, which I think also bans your Twitch accounts, just FYI. Twitch doesn't actually announce that. They just take it off the dashboard quietly. And if that chargeback was 30 days later or something, so it's into a new month, okay, they'll still put it through. People have literally had negative income on a day. Negative income because they've had a chargeback come through. And the total chargeback was more than they made in that stream. So, yeah, if you want to support me, the honest to God, best way to support me is not through Twitch at the moment. It is through tipping the stream directly. Or alternatively, you can support me through Patreon. Patreon's not screwing me around. Patreon takes an 8% cut, not Twitch's 50% cut. So that's a little bit nicer. That is just a little bit nicer. Naturally, Patreon doesn't provide a live streaming service, but you get additional benefits over on Patreon. Negative income is possible? Yeah. It's a balancing of the income that was received is now unreceived, but in a piecemeal moment, that means technically a negative income. To balance out the positive on a previous time that they'll charge back. Yeah. So yeah, Twitch is a thing. It's always been a thing, but now it really is a thing. Twitch is a nullifier dropping on you when you're trying to fight an acolyte. Nullifying every little bit of your defenses, and you're like, why did you do that? There was no need for you to do that. Twitch is you opening up rad share after rad share after rad share and not getting the gold item. That's Twitch. I have no love lost for them at this point. No love to lose. Because Twitch has done, aside from hosting my stream, I don't feel that Twitch has done anything for me. Not a damn thing, aside from hosting my stream. If anything, they may have even made things worse at times. Just through the sheer set of their ecosystem. No, there is one thing they did. They host the drops, because I don't think YouTube has a drop. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. I forgot I am not Lavros. That hurts. Anyway, Yeah, they have the drop system, which I don't think YouTube has. That's
Speeding of subs.
Yo, Andrew, thank you very much for subscribing your Prime sub. Now, Prime subs, absolutely go right ahead on that. You go right ahead on your Prime subs. Take that money straight out of Amazon's pocket, because otherwise it's just going to sit there and they'll just get a free ride out of you. So absolutely, if you've got Amazon Prime, use your Twitch Prime. Get that free money out of them. You get a free subscription, I get a little bit of a payday, we both win. Absolutely. Why not host on YouTube instead? I'm considering it. I am considering it. There are downsides to streaming on YouTube, which is why you haven't seen me just instantly switch. Not least of which, people like Andrew are subscribed here at the moment. I wasn't about to just instantly go, oh yeah, by the way, end of that. That'd be rude to all the people who have literally subscribed here or gifted subscriptions. And there's a bit of a stuck situation as well. So yeah, it's all a big thing, and I know this ain't gonna matter to a lot of you. I hope that some of you at least are more informed on just what's going on, creator side. Yeah. Does YouTube have things like subs and VIP badges? I don't know about VIP badges, but it does have subs. In fact, there are 5 people currently subscribed as members on YouTube, because that's what you call them over there. They are members. You join as a member on YouTube. And there are 5 people currently members on my YouTube channel.
Endurance is defiance.
I won't name them unless they want to be named, because it's a separate platform and all that lot, but yeah. I know one of them wants to be named, but I'll let them announce themselves. Just as a matter of good, honest policy. Alright, I've done enough lateming. Let's stab it up. Let's see. Can I quickly activate that? That'll do. Mollyframe saying you've helped me understand a lot of the map behind Warframe. Appreciate it. I'm glad you appreciate it. My absolute pleasure on that. I do intend to keep doing what I do, and this is why I do focus most of my time on YouTube content. By the way. This is why I focus the vast majority of my time on YouTube. Oh god, I'm gonna fall. No! I'm alive. On YouTube rather than Twitch. Yo, JC Campus, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Also, I noticed I actually forgot to roll over the goals for a month, didn't I? Whoops. That's still got the May goal up. I should probably fix that. I can't fix that while doing the mission. Someone remind me after this mission, please. Fix the June goal. Yeah, I'm aware that there's no such thing as a perfect clean transition. It's not a possibility, which is why, as a open honest creator, I instead let you guys know the situation, walk you through what's happening. Tuning Yo, thank you very much for the 499 bits. I do appreciate the as yet undisclosed amount supporting the channel. I no longer know how much you just supported me there, but I appreciate the 499 bits all the same. Thank you. And that is not tongue-in-cheek, by the way. I literally do not know anymore. I'd say the strategy build's doing alright. It's a lot of work, keeping it all alive, but I'd say the strategy build is doing okay. I'm certainly getting a lot of damage in. It doesn't matter which enemy I attack, they all just seem to fall over. Okay, that one didn't, but that's because he's got armor still. My bad. Should really go for the linked ones first. But then they just die.
Predicting life support.
I've got tank, I've got status resistance / immunity, armor stripping, energy generation, health generation, all that good stuff. It's working. Yeah, can't get the bot to set up a reminder. I mean, I could try and figure out how to code these things, but I'm not a coder.
Additional
I do not
life
have enough
support
experience
has
to... Okay, I just died there. Getting to the point where if I look away, I die. Got it. The downside of health tanks, they have a level limit. Yeah, I'm not a coder. I have very, very limited coding experience. Very limited. What do I link to? No, I'll link to anything now. There we are. You link. Time to switch Crouch Octavia. I mean, I could be relying on the Invis from Octavia. If I knew where Octavia was. Unfortunately, Octavia is invisible. Kinda defeats the ability to see where I need to be. But it's fine. What's this smell like? This is Pangolin Prime. That's what I'm using at the moment. Pangolin Prime doesn't have the ability to one-shot every Steel Path enemy. This is a combination of Pangolin Prime being great, loads and loads of decrees, and also Trinity. Trinity is a good battle medic, who knew? It's on you. Flash. I wonder what we've got on the next round. I hope it's something nice. I hope we get a nice round. Exterminate would be nice, but I don't think it's Exterminate next. Void Flood I'll be okay with. If it's defense or or excavation, I'm probably diddling. Just because I'm not a huge fan of those modes. Void Flood? Oh, we can do Void Flood. Void Flood is fine. Oh, that was an interesting sound.
Will you lay your sword aside and rest?
Alright, let's grab this. I don't want any of those. Try again. Nope, don't really want any of those. Try again. Don't want any of those. Try again. That one will do.
Are breaking into the undercroft.
Keep us up alive. Thank you, thank you.
Repair the damage to keep them at bay. The spheres you see are ambient void energy. Gather as much as you can and use it to heal the damage.
We're on it, Teshi. So we've got Exterminate, then Defense. Okay. Someone's paying attention to rounds. I'm just kind of existing. I don't know who I am. I do not know where I am. All I know is that I must kill. I've been killed. I thought I dodged those lasers. Apparently I did not. Well, Link is still active. On you. No, don't fly away! Well, Link is no longer active. And that kill is no longer going to count for me. I'm alive! Thank you. Are you invisible? Can I use your invis? Yes, thank you. Yeah, YouTube is a monopoly. That's one of the downsides of the idea of streaming on YouTube, is that that will put all of my eggs in the YouTube basket. And believe you me, that scares me. YouTube has a history of making questionable decisions, not as brilliantly bad a history as Twitch, but still a history. Which, it's a problem. Anyone know when there are Twitch drops in that Synax? Isn't that specifically on the Game Awards thingamajiggy? I didn't pay that much attention to it because I already have Stynax. I'm not a news outlet. But yeah, I didn't think that was just any old stream. Summer Games Fest, is it? Alright, alright.
The Void Angels are unrelenting.
No, not here.
All that is keeping
my
them at
understanding.
bay. Hold fast.
So I had to let you know on that. You can still enjoy the stream here, but if you're just looking for free shit, we know got a free Stynax now. Second one for helmets? I've already done that. Please no shoot me.
Breach has been sealed.
I do not want to die.
Excellent work.
Do not hurt. I'm fragile. If I can sneak behind this rock a sec, can I grab one of these? Status effects of double. Thank you. Free Warframe slot? Well, there is a free Warframe slot, but then, you know,
The paradox
I don't need to tune into a stream for 20 platinum. For those of you who don't have a stand, actually, it's a lot more than 20 platinum to you. For me, it is literally just 20 platinum. I'm okay. Not even 20 plat I can use. It's a 100% saving on something that would cost me 20 plat, and I just don't care. I really don't. If I had an opportunity to design one weapon, what would I like it to do? God, I don't even know where I'd start with that question. I don't really think about designing weapons for Warframe, because one, there's already so many weapons in the game, you can usually find what you're looking for. And two, I don't really get into designing fanfics for Warframe all that much. Because it just leads to the disappointment of what could be, but obviously you're not a developer and therefore can't be. Or likely will not be. I don't really engage in that too much. Idle said, I've just realised how terrible platforms are coming, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Did you forget Facebook and Reddit? Because they've always, well, Facebook's always been trash. Meta has always been trash. And by extension that leads into things like Instagram as well. Then there's TikTok, which is just trash in itself. Then there's Reddit doing its thing as well.
May become a gaping wound.
Yeah.
To you, that will not now happen.
Whatever weapons Ken designs, the only thing that's certain is the weapon will do what the tooltip says. You're very right, Fork. You are absolutely right. Yes. Whatever I design, it does what it bloody well says.
Every enemy you find.
Can't argue with the TikTok one? No one can argue with it. TikTok is trash. Not only is it entirely around having the most inanely short attention span content, the actual content often just promoted on there is just trend chasing duet BS. And then TikTok itself as a company and platform, oh my dear god, no. There are just so many things wrong with that, I don't know where to start. Yep, Discord is managing to stick around with this whole name changing process, that's fun. I'm trying to bring very little attention to that one at the moment, to be quite honest. For what should be hopefully obvious reasons. Yeah. Like, it's a single platform not screwing around at the moment, but it's also mainstream. Oh, I just died. If you wonder what I mean there, I just activated my immortality passive. That's now on cooldown. That's kind of not being good. I like being alive, not dead. You're at the entrance to the undercroft and can't come back. Oh, well, that's no good. Alright, well, we're definitely stopping after Exterminate then. Because, we're down. We're down a pan. Somehow. Homcha bomb is Homcha gone. You blame capitalism, but we'll talk a bit. I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's a capitalism thing. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's not strictly capitalism. It is more along the lines of a need for continuous growth to satisfy the requirements of shareholders. No, I guess that is actually capitalism, yeah. Other working systems allow for this without it being based on capital. You're right, it is capitalism. I take it back. You're right, you're on the money. Yeah. Remark it! Except it's in free. But I'm not going to get too political now. No, let's not. No, we're onto politics now. Let's not do that. No. You got me. You bloody well got me there, Idol. But no politics. Bad. This is a gaming stream. We talk about things relevant to the stream, sure, but it's gaming, not politics. That rule is for you guys as well as for me, alright? So, you know, don't get me started. Boy howdy, I'll piss off a lot of people, no doubt. That's how politics goes. Everybody knows. Now, excuse me whilst I go find a rainbow. Because apparently that's politics. Oh, no. I'll do it. Ladybug, no. No bagels either. Bagels are banned. Politics is banned, bagels are banned. Don't even start. Don't even start. Flo started it? Well, both of you stop. No. You still have no idea why? I'm pretty sure there's a clip on the channel of one of my rants about bagels. So that'll do. Donuts are fine. Oh yeah, donuts are perfectly fine. Nice jam donut. Glorious. We can get a ring donut, they're lovely. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. You might be thinking, Ken, isn't a ring donut a bagel? No. And if you think a ring donut is a bagel, you need help. And I ain't gonna give you it. Mostly I'd want to give you a concussion, frankly. Yeah, bagels earlier, what did you do wrong? I think you know the answer to that. Hey,07JUN23, hello, how are you doing today? Zom, if you'd be so kind, it's been a while since I've been able to do this, but someone of the caliber of07JUN23, could you do a quick little shout out there for us? Those of you on the stream here, you probably know07JUN23. We've rated over a number of times, but if you somehow missed it, they are another creator and an absolutely wonderful person. Their content is a little bit different to mine. Yeah, we're not doing that defense. Just a little bit different, but all the same, wonderful person. Hope you're doing well, Zion. You didn't get a notification? What do you mean you didn't get a notification for the raid? Oh, right, no, wait, we're not raiding it. You mean a raid in? No, it's not a raid in, it's just Zion dropping by and being a wonderful person. They're just dropping by and being wonderful. Idle, thank you. Yes, exactly what I needed to remember there. Perfect, thank you. Also, Zom, did you time out going rabbit? Because they asked for it. I see you haven't. I'm going to do it. Alright, so where is the button for this? There it is. Okay. Let's set it to... Twitch is suggesting I should set the goal to 260. I feel like that is unfair. Last month we had the goal of... What was it? What was the goal? God, can I scroll through it? Or is, it's off the edge of my screen. It's so stupid. Which UI? Why you like this? There, here we go. So it was a goal of 120. Yeah, we're part way into the month, so you know what? Let's just do that same one again. That seems fair. That seems absolutely fair to me. Description. There we are. I put the most advanced description ever into it. Perfect. Yeah, no, there was a raid this time, but Zion's still a great person. There we are. Thank you very much, Tom, for doing that shout out there whilst I was sorting out the goal. Alrighty then. As I'm saying, about to type a rage message about my typos, accidentally control left and the source code. I mean, if you're typoing so bad that you are inspecting the page source, which isn't that control I? In any case, congratulations. Maybe stop pressing control when you're typing. Yeah. Folks say, if Ken Ruggs sorts your Arkham right now, I'll dump 24,000 spanners into Legendary Core. Well, that's enough reason for me. Alright, let's go do the sortie. Let's go do the sortie, shall we? We are going to do this. Rescue, Bubble Defense, Assassination on Foster, that one's perfectly fine. We're doing a sortie so that Fork can lose all of their spanners. Let's rob Fork, chat, come on. Just want to remind me that it's June now. They reminded me I needed to reset the, what's it, sub-goal, because I didn't think about that this month. Right. So, if you want to join in on the sortie, send me a message in game. The Ken's now bring you on in. We got a rescue with melee only. We got a mobile defense, energy reduction, and an assassination electromagnetic anomalies. And I'm going to get the prediction up and running now. Just so we got this one running, let's set a... we can probably get away with a 10-minute timer on this, can't we? Let's set a 10-minute timer. Boom. There we go. Also, Daitai, you have yourself an anonymous supporter, basically. An anonymous person has gifted you a subscription. Whoever you are, Daitai. Whoever you are, Daitai. Whoever you are in support of Daitai. Thank you very much. And who Daitai is Daitai. I did pause for a second thinking it might be Hades, yes. If that was over on Pluto, I would have noped out. That would have been a dead sortie to me. But it's not, so it's fine. We can go ahead. We can absolutely go ahead. So I'm just going to close off Humpty Bomb and Craft there. Say I've left the squad. GG's all round. And thank you very much for joining in on that. Yeah, send me a message in game if you want to join in on the sortie. We'll blast through it. Streamer look will probably happen. We'll get something amazing. I mean, Zom, you have been watching this stream for an insane amount of time. I would imagine you understand some of my whims and ways by now. I would imagine. Let's gear up. For the first time in a long time, I need to actually properly gear up. Let's grab some weaponry. That is more suited to the Gunneer. I know it's melee only for the first one, but Glaive is ready. I like laser beams. And let's have another laser beam. Perfect. Someone went on Legendary Core even harder than you did? Oh my lord above. Yep, Andrew put in 25,000 spanners on Legendary Core. Okay, if you guys are not getting in on the prediction for today, you are missing out. Because there is no way I'm going to get a Legendary Core. The chances are just far too slim. It can't happen. So if you would like to get yourself some spanners, predict something that is not a Legendary Core. I'm seeing at the moment that 2% of the points have been put onto Reactor, 1% on a Catalyst, 2% on a Former, 1% on Endo, 1% Exilus, practically nothing on Kuva. You know, get yourselves out there. Do I have a sigil? I have a glyph, if that's what you're referring to. This lovely little thing here that has my logo in the screen. Yeah, I have that. It doesn't show up here. I don't know why I clicked that. But yeah, I do. Exclamation mark glyph. Sad Death, Valkyrie, thanks for following. Appreciate you guys. Am I doing this one solo, it seems? Alright, whatever. I can solo it. I don't need you. Alrighty, yeah, whoever's going to be right on this prediction is absolutely raking it in. Unless it turns out to be a Legendary Core after all. That would be something, wouldn't it? Imagine after all this, I do actually get a Legendary Core. Tell you what, chat. If I get a Legendary Core from this sortie, I will give it away. On this very stream. Whoever wins the raffle, if you're on PC, you can choose to either take the raffle or take the Legendary Core. That's what I'll do. That is a binding agreement right there. Now you don't know which you want to win.
The moment you enter the
do I have shards in my Lavos? I do, yes.
Execution sequence. Rescue the hostage.
Makes my Lavos cast faster, and he has more armor. I can't remember if I gave him a bit of yeet as well. I think I did.
Thank the stars.
Alright, there we go.
Soon.
I cannot endorse that thought, but you do you. But for obvious reasons, I cannot endorse it.
Weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
Alright, let's immediately leave this mission. We no longer need to stick around here. We've done our rescue. We'll just leave them behind to deal with themselves. We got them out of the cage, they can figure themselves out from there. Boom! There goes the hourly ticket spam. Yeah. They are pouring out. Alright, one mission down, 2 to go. How am I doing on the timer? Can I get this done before the timer runs out on the prediction? No, I can't. Would have been funny, but no. We got... Prediction speedrun any percent. I mean, we might get lucky and Lotus might go, actually, you know what, screw the last terminal, just kill everything. I doubt it. She might. It has been known to happen. Alright. Flap the area. Hello, Kanak. How you doing? Yeah, just to be clear, if I don't get a legendary core from the sortie today, there will still be the Platinum Raffle. But if I do get a legendary core, the winner gets to choose either the Platinum, or if they're on PC, and only if they're on PC, the legendary core. And no, there will not be a double draw for it. Change the plans is a survival. Could you imagine? It's like, congratulations, you've hacked him. However, the final data we need is in another part of the facility. Distract the enemy, whilst a fellow Tenor operative gets the last piece of the puzzle. I mean, that could actually be cool. A little bit more hybrid missions. Oh wait, we're just remaking the circuit now. Defense followed by survival. It's literally a circuit. Like, circuit mission styles could definitely exist. No, wait, that's bounties. Yeah, wait, that is literally just bounties again, isn't it? We've just remade the open world now.
Terminal hacked.
Change of plans, kill the road below list.
I need
Could
access
you
to
imagine?
terminal.
Like, change of plans, it's a boss fight. Change of plans, kill 6 Ambulus, one at a time. Change of plans, farm Equinox. All of it. Yeah, change of plans which would be respectful of our time and give us rewards to match it, those would be cool. Change of plans which just make your life more difficult? We're gamers, we like to be efficient. Special moments need special rewards. Tell you what I'm still down for is in terms of messing around with special moments, special rewards and whatnot. That is, what's it? When it comes to assassination missions. Because from assassinations is where you get a lot of Warframe parts. And RNG can screw you around on that. But the question is, does it have to? So, as an option to steal path assassinations to make up for the fact they are a lot harder, but otherwise give you no real extra reward. If you complete a steal path assassination solo and without ever being downed, so without having to self-revive, that is,
We are finished
if
here.
you succeed at that,
Move on.
then rather than it giving you a random assassination reward, you get to pick. So if you're farming Equinox, you're missing just one piece, well, you're guaranteed to get that one piece on the next run because you're going to get to pick. But you have to do it steel path, you have to do it solo, and you have to not go down at all. Otherwise, if you succeed but one of those conditions isn't met, you still get a random reward instead. I want to mention this before? I've mentioned this before. My previous iteration of it was slightly more generous, but I think this is a little bit more accessible. A little bit more within DE's design guideline parameters. So you'd need to be at the level where you can solo the mission without relying on using up 4 or 5 revives, or even 1. So you'd have to be exceedingly competent, but at that point, you've earned it, you've done it, you've got the leveling. You are powerful, have the reward.
While the rest of the system cowered.
That would be a nice one.
I took risks. I made a
Now, okay, Ladybug, fair enough, fair enough. Like, you got me there, you got me. Every rule has its exception, Ladybug. You got me. I guess I'll just have to not talk about interesting things, on the off chance that I might contradict myself. I'll become one of those streamers who doesn't interact with chat. Oh wait, that's against the contract now. Fun fact, I didn't mention that earlier. The new Twitch affiliate contract specifically requires affiliates and partners to interact with their chat. Now, you might think, oh, come on, why was that not a thing before? Obviously, like, you want to interact with live streams, but literally, it's part of it. It also has other stipulations which you might find a little bit ridiculous. I can bring those up. I'm going to after this mission, actually. Screw finishing and sorting. We can do that in a moment. Let me bring this up for you. Let me bring this up. Twitch's new affiliate program, and I can share this because it is a public link, so get screwed, anyone trying to claim any kind of confidentiality. It's not real. Let me switch screens around. Bear in mind, this is in bright screen, so flashbang in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flashbang. Alright, let's talk about this real quickly. Twitch monetized streamer agreements. This came out literally yesterday, just dropped on us, whole bunch of new bits and pieces, whole bunch changed and whatnot, blah 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 blah, including the bits about the bits, which doesn't say how much bits are worth, by the way. Now, that's a thing. It just doesn't say how much bits are worth. They removed the whole a bit is 1 US cent to the streamer. So now if you tip the streamer bits, I don't know how much you just gave me. Exclamation mark tip is just superior. You give Twitch none a bit, and that's what they deserve. So you spend less, give more, and feel better. I mean, where's the downside? But yeah, let's see. If I search consist... I remember that word in it. Where is that? There we go. Okay. Content programming. Let me zoom this in a bit. Content programming. You will be the executive producer of and responsible for all user content programmed to the Twitch services. So I am the important person when it comes to bringing what I bring to Twitch. Obviously, your Twitch channel or channels, including your Twitch channel page or pages, is referred to herein as your Twitch channel. It's my channel. Cool, legally's out the way. We've defined I make my channel happen, and it is my channel. Subject at all times to compliance with the terms of service, which is its own thing. You will decide in your sole discretion, A, the user content to produce and program for your Twitch channel. Bear that in mind. They say I decide in my discretion what I produce. B, I decide the quantity of user content programmed for my Twitch channel, so I decide how much I stream. C, the times and days my Twitch channel will be live on Twitch services. And D, any other user content you choose to include in the Twitch services. So they're saying I get to decide what I stream, when I stream, how much I stream. That's what they're saying there. But then you further agree to provide a consistent amount of live content. Yep. Program quality live content. Well, sorry to say, that's 90% of streams gone. Regularly interact with and engage viewers of your Twitch channel and respond to live viewers of your Twitch channel via Twitch chat. You will obtain and maintain at all times and will be fully liable for failing to obtain and maintain all necessary rights, consents, approvals, yada yada. Basically, don't infringe on other people's rights, but this is new. This is new. You further agree to provide a consistent amount of content, program quality content, regularly interact with engaged viewers of your Twitch channel, and respond to live viewers of your Twitch channel via Twitch chat. What is consistent? What is quality? Good questions, Gidalix. You are intelligent. The person who wrote this might also be, but also thinks we're idiots. Yeah, so prevent pre-recorded clickbait channels as a failsafe. Yeah, except they could specifically state that flow. They could specifically address that kind of thing. And also, I don't see what that is supposed to be. You agree to provide a consistent amount of live content. Not you must meet a minimum level or anything. A consistent. It's consistent if someone streams once a month, by the way. It is not consistent if someone streams 4 times on week 1, and 2 times on week 2, and 3 times on week 3, and 4 times on week 4, despite the fact that is a more helpful channel to Twitch than the one that streams once per month. So they're defining consistent and quality, and it is contractual obligation that you must respond to live viewers of your Twitch. If someone is streaming, say an esports tournament, and they're on a 5-minute delay, that would mean they would not be able to regularly interact and engage with the viewers and respond to the viewers in Twitch chat, which means they would technically be in breach because they'll be failing to provide this consistently. This whole thing is just a mess. It really is a mess. Oh, dear, dear, dear. I've spent hours going over all of this stuff. Seriously, hours. Who came up with this? Good question. Twitch did, actually. That's the answer. Twitch did. It doesn't matter who in Twitch. Twitch did. Yeah. So allow me to quickly go through every single comment I may have just missed here. Let's see. Up to the Lameo Watts. So we've got Idle Outlaw saying, oh no. We've got Crown Ladybug saying, the duck. We've got Gillick saying, oh gods. We've got Strematis saying, what. We've got Idle Outlaw saying, wait, what. We've got Lewd Self Elf saying, the Mayo, what. Airsoft Sniper laughs in Rev. Crown Ladybug. Also, FTR for the record, I think that is. I love your fan fiction concepts. They're interesting. Thank you. Gillick's wanted to hear about that. We've just gone through it. Idle Outlaw. Like, I prefer interactive streamers, but forcing on people. I know. Zob saying, is there no exception or like blindfold streams something? Apparently not. Cosmo asking what have I missed now? What we just gone through. Idle responding to Cosmo. Swirly saying, I unlock Rhino Frame. Why is so good? Because all Warframes are good except for Hydroid. Rhino is a great frame though, you're absolutely right. It's surprisingly good for such an early game frame. Deheck Twitch, I agree, Sir Emitus. Blake saying, can I complain to Twitch if you do not pay enough attention to me? Apparently. Apparently. Please don't. Please don't. Georgie Vok say, hi chat, who know where I can find my 50 formers? I just bought them 2 weeks ago and they just disappear. You may have found a number of weapons to put them into, and 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 here or there adds up very quickly. Or did you form a Sevagoth? Like, Sevagoth probably takes about 50 formers, so that could have done it. That could have done it. Robin as well saying, it all says May, which is not good. Oh, there's a lot of May because, you know, nothing has to be consistent on their side. Gidlick's going out, please legally find out. Yep. I have via Twitch chat and outside of it, technically. I mean, I suppose I should be interactive by typing into Twitch chat according to the term, shouldn't I? I should be typing in Twitch chat right now. Hold on, let me do this. I hereby have interacted with all of you. I actually can't keep up with all these messages. There we go. I have now typed into Twitch chat. I hereby have interacted with all of you. Therefore, I have met the terms and conditions of the new affiliate agreement, which requires me to interact with you via Twitch chat. Because that's how it phrases it, right? I ain't missing something there. That's how it phrases it. Let me just bring that back again. Regularly interact with and engage viewers of your Twitch channel. That is a clause. Have to interact with, engage with viewers. It doesn't say how you may be wanting to interact and engage with me. I have to interact with you. But then, and respond to live viewers of your Twitch channel via Twitch chat. You agree to respond to live viewers of your Twitch channel via Twitch chat. So I should be typing my answers to you guys. According to this, technically. If we were to fight the very letter of it. Oh, sorry, Idol. Yes, your interaction meter is depleted. We need more attention. More attention. Dispensing now. Please approve your Amazon-sanctioned, Twitch-approved engagement. There we go. Right. Brilliant. I have met my quota now. I have engaged with you. Wait, regularly? I've got to keep doing this? I hate contracts written so broadly like this. It's just pointless. And it's not just Twitch that does this. Loads of organizations, they'll just make stupidly broad contracts because why not? Does this mean no more sleeping streams? I guess it does, Homshabomb. I guess it does. Not that that was ever worthwhile content, to be quite honest. Sleeping streams are silly. But yeah. Regularly. Well, regular, the definition of regular isn't frequent. Frequent is the definition of frequent. Regular means regular. Occurring at similar intervals. So a second hand ticks regularly. But the sun also rises and sets regularly. And the Earth completes cycles around the sun regularly. And the sun completes cycles around the galactic center regularly. So, I've now interacted with you guys through Twitch chat. I have done that in one single cluster, and I shall do that regularly by next doing it in a period as so and not yet defined. Hate these things. It is just, yeah. If these are still effective at the time, can you please do a stream where you just type everything on April 1st? Oh, good God, Flo. I would go insane. Plus, I can't actually play Warframe whilst doing that. That'd be impossible. That would be just impossible, wouldn't it? Oh, okay. Right. So about that sortie. Oh, do you want to join in for the last mission? Or do you want me to just do it? Is this your way of telling me just go and do it? Just say bye every stream, no, it's regular. True. Yeah, I could just type bye at the end. Now I'm joining. Alright, come on in. We'll work together on this final assassination. Jackal thought he was ready. Didn't realise I had a friend. Boom. Long-term sub fund's gonna get bugged. Yeah, I mean, if the streamer's not on the stream, I always understood that as, okay, what the hell is this content? Why is everyone here? You know? I had no intention of doing any kind of sleeping streams because, frankly, that's ridiculous. Also, I'd probably talk in my sleep and get cancelled for something I've dreamt. God knows. I have weird dreams. Anyway. Can we set up a charity in Ken's name, therefore it's exempt to 90%? I mean, Twitch is on the way to becoming a charity case, right? So, you know, maybe that exempts everything by default? Maybe? Let's open an indefinite GoFundMe. You can just support me with tip. That works too. Or subscribe to me via Patreon. That also works. Exclamation mark Patreon for more info on that one. I think you'll find it is a very wonderful way of supporting me, and you can get the lowest tier subscription there a hell of a lot cheaper than you can here on Twitch. That's a thing. Also, Twitch added a thing that if a creator or group of creators create something like a limited liability company and then loan themselves out as creators from said company to Twitch, Twitch's new affiliate agreement has terms which mean that in that case, the creators in said company also individually have to agree to the terms of the affiliate or partner agreement, despite the fact that that's the entire reason of creating a limited liability company was to limit their liability. So, go figure on that one. And that had pointed out, a lawyer brought up that point, explicitly going, yep, that's a thing they've done. Which has been really fucking weird with all this. Like, doing stuff that absolutely no one needed to do. There's been a couple positives, like, you know, respecting the fact that European Union and United Kingdom have slightly more strict laws than the state of California. But, that's not really exactly a high bar to cross now, is it? I don't know, saying, Ken, I'm poor, so we need donations from people who are more, I mean, kind-hearted. No, you tip the stream. I pay taxes, damn it. I pay my taxes. Because, quite frankly, I benefited rather a lot from what those taxes paid for, so I'm quite happy to continue paying. I appreciate being alive. I mean, if you think that's an overstatement, I literally had surgery for my appendix trying to kill me, so, you know. And it didn't bankrupt me. I think my taxes are okay. I'll pay my taxes.
Critically damaged. Finish it off.
Alright, we are done here. Let's go. Let's go grab that legendary core that's definitely not going to happen. Yeah, you don't donate to streamers, you tip streamers. You donate to charities and...
Let's get out of here.
Well, whilst some streamers may be charity cases, we're not charities. And look at that, it's Endo! I really needed so much more of that, didn't I? Well, let's see then. Who just made absolute bloody bank? 4 people picked Endo. The highest there was Shinigo with 369 spanners. Shinigo, you're absolutely on the money. You are absolutely on the money. It is... It's 4,000 legendary. It's 4,000 Endo. 4,000 Endo. Boom. You're torn between Kuva and Endo. Ooh. Well, Endo it is. Those who guessed Endo, you are absolutely right. Enjoy your beautiful, beautiful spanners. 69,000 of them going out there. That's pretty nice. You got a return there, those of you who won, of 138.48 to 1. That's one hell of a return. Oh. There you go. You got, well, it was like 40-odd thousand spanners there? Maybe 50,000 even? I can't quite tell. You got a lot. You got a lot. Alrighty. You got 51,000 spanners from that. Oh my god. Woo! 51,000! That's crazy. What is sleep? Sleep is a thing that most animals do in order to recover from day's stresses. If you yeah, it's pretty queen. If you're tired of shit and you need to sleep, go to sleep. If you're struggling to sleep, I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Yeah, if you need sleep, probably sleep. Sleep before your body forces it upon you. Because you will take a rest. This is how bodies work. You will take a rest. Now, either you can rest on your own terms, or your body will schedule a rest for you. And it will do so with plenty of prior warning. You being tired is that warning. Find time to rest, or your body will make you rest. You can't sleep, your body won't meme me. I mean, bodies don't typically meme. No, that's true. That is true. But I can't really help you much beyond that. Sorry, Fred Queen. I'm not a doctor. That sounds like a threat. It is a threat from our bodies, yeah. It is a threat. If you don't take rest, rest will be forced upon you by your mind and your body. Absolutely, that happens. It's like if you don't have breaks from work from time to time. If you work like 60, 70, 80 hours a week, every week, no holidays, do that for a few years solid, yeah, your body's going to kick in and be like, okay, you're resting now, we're done, I'm broken. How can you access the Stynex drop? You would need to be on the stream that is actually delivering it. Is it the... what's it? Summer Games Fest, I think it's called? Basically not here. You've just found a random creator streaming Warframe. I mean, I'm not a random creator. I am clearly, you know, the creator you wanted to see. But just because I'm streaming Warframe, it doesn't give you a free Warframe. Sorry, no, you're in the wrong spot for that. But stick around and enjoy the show all the same. Alright, how far did we get? Pretty Queen saying I'm on sleep meds and it doesn't work. And then a creative amount of F words. Honestly, Pretty Queen, I feel for you, honestly. Throughout university, a friend of mine in the same household was suffering with insomnia, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty. It really messed with him. It really messed with his ability to his studies. And just his overall well-being. It ain't pretty. I agree, it's rough to go through. Unfortunately, I can't advise anything on that. I ain't a doctor. My study is numbers and banging rocks together, and trust me, that doesn't help someone sleep, that hurts. You've tried ASMR, you feel dread inside? Well, I am working on dread as well, so I get where you're coming from. That was a terrible joke, I'm sorry. That was terrible. That's what I'm saying, Flo, it hurts, yeah. Like, do not bash in your skull with a rock. That is not the way to sleep. That is the way to break the pattern that is you. And that is not a good idea. I highly recommend against breaking the pattern that is you. Alright, Gidalix, are you joining on the Steel Path circuit? Because you're still in squad. I'm going to assume that. I am going to assume that you're in for that. And we have got a couple spaces as well. If anyone else would like to send me a message in game, I'll bring you in. We'll do a little bit more Steel Path circuit. Hopefully get something with a little bit lazier tank for Trinity. That'd be nice. Frying pan, lower chance of poking the skull open. Don't hit people with frying pans. They're one of the most overpowered things in the universe. This has been verified by the brilliant film Tangled, so, you know, don't hit people with frying pans. Too OP. Too OP. When people being referred to as a pattern is weirdly Eldritch horror. It's... not get too metaphysical about it. It's how I rationalise life and existence, Idle Outlaw. People are arrangements. And we see those arrangements as an approximate pattern because we cannot perceive the specific arrangements at any one given time. It is the complexity that absolutely astounds us in ways which we can never fully comprehend. So people, as we perceive them, are merely patterns. But such complicated, incredible, beautiful patterns. And those patterns eventually break. That is my philosophy. One day the pattern is, next day the pattern isn't. Well put, Idle Outlaw. You are an enigmatic not complication, compilation of Stardust. Absolutely. We are truly indescribable, indecipherable, inscrutable combinations and coalescences. We are the result of an explosion that exploded so hard, the dust from that explosion got haunted and started to think about these questions. Are we all just long tubes with opinions? Oh, we are well much more than that. Even a tube is just a pattern. A tube is a pattern because when I say tube, the first image that comes to my head is going to be fundamentally completely different to the image in the heads of so many of you as well. All 120-ish of you. Well, thoughts, thank you very much for the 50 bits there, saying just whoa. Yeah. Philosophy is crazy stuff. When I say tube, you see something different to everyone else in your head. If you even see something in your head, you might just have the concept of a tube in your head without a visual representation, and even that concept will be different from what others imagine. Everyone has a different concept. JC is seeing a train, yeah, tube train. The first bit of tube that came into my head was a roughly foot-long piece of thin rubber hose. That's just what it was. Bone Thoughts has got a metal pipe meaning in their head. There we are. We have all got ourselves a different idea of tube, but when we say tube, we all still understand tube. Because despite the individual ones, these individual arrangements being tubes, our way to communicate that is the pattern we call tube. We understand the pattern, we can recognize the pattern in multiple places, even when the arrangement is fundamentally different. Not just on the atomic level, but on the full structure of it. Ultimately entirely different, but we still understand it. And people are that too. Far, far more complicated than a single tube, of course, but people are, to me, patterns. We are arrangements. Each of us are arrangements so utterly complicated it's practically indescribable. I just got another message. I think that's someone else looking to join, but we are a full squad. Sorry, Zom. Right now, chat, you're watching me lose weight. And that is a crazy thing to think about as right now. Because the pattern that is Ken is changing with every single breath I take. The arrangement, I should say. The pattern you recognise the same. Because your pattern, your idea of the Kengineer is this roughly Kengineer thing. Deathwalk Sniper 2, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Very much appreciate that. Cheers, my dude. But I am actively losing weight right now because I am breathing out. I'm getting weight from radiation. Nowhere near as much as I'm losing weight. Net, I am losing weight. Because when I breathe in oxygen, I then combine that with the hydrocarbons in my body. I breathe out carbon dioxide and water, and that is heavier than the air I breathed in. I am losing weight. So the arrangement that is the Kengineer is changing constantly, but the pattern that you recognize as the Kengineer is roughly the same from day to day. Roughly. But it's both pattern. You see an approximate now. My foreman. Ha 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 ha! Yes! I should talk philosophy more often. Alrighty, give me that. Thank you very, very much. Am I a real engineer? No, I'm a Kengineer. They are different things. Very, very different things. Ooh, Magnus Prime as well. I am being treated. What's my melees? Gunson, Latra. Okay, yeah, that's not too great, is it? I mean, I've got Mons on this, so I might as well. But yeah. Hopefully by this point, Predator Queens have their minds so thoroughly blown they've fallen asleep, because it's hard to stay awake and save such philosophical thoughts. Maybe we've done that. Maybe not. Will I make a Form and Build video when Form and Prime comes out? Probably. Still standing? Ah, goodness gracious. Okay. We're trying. We're failing. Looks like we're all together and ready to go. Yep, we're all good to go. Looks like. Alright, let's do it. Question to Engineer. Do you know what's kind of broken in the open worlds right now? My god, what is it broken? I'm sorry, I don't have a comprehensive list of every bug in the open world, no. This kind of stuff will keep you awake? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. In case anyone is curious, I can tell you exactly when this philosophy cemented itself in my head. And
secrets lie buried deep within the undercroft.
Absolutely
Paradox provides the means
cemented and solidified the very concept of what it is to be
excavators and keep them powered.
Us.
Extractor deploying.
An unshakable observation. I'm sure there's many who would rather I just go back to the Warframe. I'm sure there are many of that. Let's do the shooty shoots with the foeman, because foeman is fun. Current lady was saying tell. Final thoughts? Yes, please. Cosmo, I like talking about random stuff like this. Okay, I mean, if you insist. There's going to be nothing to the opposition of that. No one's saying no, stick to Warframe Plus. If you want us to continue that line. This came from, very simply, when I went under general anesthetic. For those of you who by chance might not know what that actually entails, basically, I needed surgery. I needed it. It was rather important. And so, to go through that surgery, basically, I was put under, as it were. Now, if you've never experienced this, it's curious. I've heard descriptions prior to it, and people have mixed reactions to hearing about it, but honestly, it just went in, it was needed things, let's do it. I was talking with the doctors and anaesthetists, they were nattering away, and had mask on, just breathing the air they were giving me. And I was literally mid-sentence. I don't know what I was saying. I was literally mid-sentence. And then I woke up. I didn't fall asleep at any point. I didn't get tired. I didn't get drowsy. None of that lot. There was no process. Instantly, I went from mid-sentence talking quite happily with them to I woke up. That was it. And when I woke up, I had one organ less because it had to be removed because he was trying to kill me. Pure and simply. Stuff clearly happened in that time. Time continued to pass. Things continued to happen. I literally had an organ removed and I was stitched back up, you know, that whole process. But there was no dream, no sleep, no nothing. I have dreams all the time. Every single night, pretty much without fail, I have at least one dream, if not multiple. I have trippy ass dreams. But in this case, that was a terrible click. Forgive me, it's quite sweaty here at the moment. In this case, just gone.
Extractor in place.
Based on my video was cut? In a sense, yes. The pattern that was kept was interrupted. All of the physical bits and pieces were there. All of the other bits that make up what can be identified as Ken were still there on that table being cut. Full ship of Theseus right there. All the parts were there. But there was a change to that pattern, and that change to that pattern meant that for that time, my part in the world simply stopped. I mean, I suppose you can argue my heart was still beating, I was still breathing, I was still digesting what little was still going through my system, despite the fact I couldn't have eaten for a while, because that's what you have to do. That was fun. But by and large, the pattern that was Ken was interrupted. What's that ability I'm using over and over with Revenant? That fourth ability, that is Hilden's Pillage, that's subsumed on. And that wipes away a lot of enemy shields and completely strips their armor from my setup. Very useful for killing high level enemies. It makes them a little bit less high level, effectively. And I already have had much of this philosophy for a while, but that just cemented it for me that in that time I literally wasn't. It wasn't like sleeping. Just very simply, for a moment I was, for a moment I wasn't, and then I back to was. And when thinking about that gap in between, when I went under to when I woke up, I know exactly as much, not have read as much, but know exactly as much about that as I do about what happened before I was born. Crossover is saying, it's K if you have 100% knockdown resistance on your secondary. If it's on your cave, that's just like a K drive then. That's not unusual.
By hostile forces. Intervene and
Yeah, I'm not
change
taking
its
these degrees.
fate.
Did I see Jesus? No. I saw nothing. I stopped. Not I chose to stop or anything. Literally, that was me was not. There was a body being operated on, a living body, but the me wasn't. And then it was again. Just cut. Like a time skip. And it occurs to me that fundamentally, if you could recreate those same circumstances, then you could theoretically have a me wake up thinking they'd just come out of that surgery. Alright, take care, Predator Queen. Even though it would be a recreation. There would be no fundamental difference as far as I could see, feel, or tell. And the intervening moment was identical to just before I can remember. People are patterns. Precious, fragile patterns. Incredible, complicated patterns. Beautiful patterns. I was saying, see, even if I don't have a dream when I go to sleep, it still feels like time has passed. There's so much time to just be missing an instant. It's weird to think about. Exactly, yeah. When you sleep, you can tell you've slept, you've gone to sleep, you've woken up. Even if you passed out, you still feel yourself go through some amount of the process. It's not a cut. You have some vague awareness of this happening. That was just literal cut. My ability to perceive and observe the world stopped. And what is the world to me if not my perceptions of it? That's why I say, did that really hit me in the middle of me recasting? You cheeky bloody enemy. Okay, whatever. It killed me! As Revenant, I have managed to somehow activate my passive of not dying. Oh, this game really does try a number on you at times, doesn't it? I don't know why I picked it up. I'm using the form and it doesn't apply. Yeah. Whatever. Waking from anesthetic feels completely different from waking from sleep. It does, yeah. Completely different. Bad, just different. That guy was just channeling a spell at a chair. That's all he was doing, just channeling a spell at a chair.
No time to rest.
Okay
Already
then.
a new onslaught begins.
Before we were born, are we dead? First, define the word dead, because the word dead is a pattern. The word dead is a pattern. Just like head is a pattern. And chewed is a pattern. The word dead is a pattern because it refers to a series of concepts, not an individual single concept or arrangement, but a series of concepts which we've collected under the word dead to attempt to convey those patterns. Oh my god, it hit me again in the middle of the freaking thing. If dead is simply the absence of life, then you have to define life. Good luck with that one. If dead is something that was once alive, but now no longer is, define what was once alive. And you discover suddenly that all words are patterns, and those patterns are just vagaries to attempt to collect concepts and arrangements together.
Rains do not relent. Still, the stout boughs stand.
Even the concept, the pattern of one, is still a variety of patterns. The very basic concept of one being a singular is fine, but what is one? And this completely defeats the ship of Theseus, for example. That whole quandary that's, oh, whoa, what is it the same ship or whatnot? The ship of Theseus. And if you don't know about that, read up on it. When you recognise the difference between arrangements and patterns, you realise the entire issue of the ship of Theseus is a non-issue. Because ship and Theseus and ship of Theseus are all three patterns. This brings up the question, what is the simplest pattern? Good question, Jock. Very good question. I don't think we can answer that. I don't know if we can answer that. Are corpus humans in Warframe? Yeah. Yeah. The humanoid, human-looking people going around with helmets on, they're human, yeah.
The enemy musters for a fresh assault.
What would be a useful status effect for blast damage in this game? If it had the same effect as viral as against flesh, or magnetic against shields, but instead it was against overguard. So 1 proc of blast, you deal 100% more damage to overguard. For each extra proc of blast, you deal another 25% damage to overguard. That would make blast procs relevant.
I came for funny Warframe content and got existential dread. 10 out of 10, ship happens.
My absolute pleasure, Esprit. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there. I have no idea how much you just tipped me. I see the 100 bits. I have no idea how much that is these days. But I appreciate it all the same. Thank you very much, Esprit. And I do my best. The ship of Theseus, as Udlor says, is a name given to the concept that each part's combining creates, therefore the true ship of Theseus is entirely within the mind, one granting it their name. Basically.
The enemy has been exhausted.
To make it as simple as possible with that one, for those who don't want to go through the full thing,
Leave now or later.
imagine an axe. You've got your handle, you've got the axe head.
For the undercraft is
If you replace the head of the axe, because the head of the axe got damaged for whatever reason,
the paradox is drawn
you replace the head of the axe, you've got the same axe. You just replace the head on it.
Undo what their
And then later you replace the handle of the axe.
But
now you've got a new handle and a new head.
Thrax.
Is it still the same axe?
You will have to be nimble to collect those energy.
And if you replace,
They are the only means to
well,
close
if you take the
breaches.
replaced head and replaced handle, and then combine them together again elsewhere, is that the same axe? And the answer is, you're asking the wrong question. The question is ill-defined. Because the axe is a pattern. Not eternalism, no. The axe in this case is a pattern. Because we cannot appreciate the ultimate and true realities of arrangements. We simply are unable to perceive on that level. In taking apart the axe and head, you will have caused some changes in the properties of it, the number of atoms involved, and even if you use a thought experiment to say, well, none of that happens, it's the exact same arrangement. Okay, so you've got the exact same arrangement. But when you call something an axe, we're not talking about the exact arrangement, we're talking about the pattern that is the axe.
Angels break through the wall. Their master will be free.
So the whole thing about the ship of Theseus
Not allow
is
that to happen.
because the question is
Fight on.
incorrectly
Close the
postulated.
ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade.
Good saying that's honestly a thing with so many paradoxes, just ill-defined concepts and questions. True. Very true. I mean, they get you to think about them. They get you to observe mistakes or assumptions, or to question beliefs. Paradoxes are great at that. And Ship Athesius is one of those. What is the correct question? Well, the correct question is depending on what answer you're looking for.
You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast.
Because ultimately it comes down to what are you trying to answer. Then you know the question you should be asking. We're living versions of the Ship of Theseus. That's, I think, why the Ship of Theseus concept and paradox was invented or conjectured, was because people are also living versions of it. It was extracted from the human condition, but yes. I like to say, paradoxes are not an issue result of the question. What is the correct question for the grandfather paradox? Well, the question is, what type of time travel exists? The grandfather paradox, basically related to, if you go back in time, you might end up having relations with your grandmother, and you become your own grandfather. So, who came first, you or you? Like, how did you come to be? Yo, EDM, thank you very much for resubscribing to Prime. You've just hit 12 months. You've just hit the full pot, my dude. Oh, that is amazing right there. Look at it, right. I'm not gonna fight. Thank you very, very much for continuing your support, everyone. I really appreciate you. Really do. Just going back on the grandfather paradox thing. So, yeah, it goes both ways. You could become your own grandfather, or you could kill your own grandfather. Both of them are the grandfather paradox. Different iterations of it. Same thing comes down as to how could it happen? Because either A, you become your own grandfather, in which case, well, how could you exist? There must have been a first you, right? Wrong. And then the other one is, if you kill your grandfather, then how could you have been born? And if you were never born, then how could you kill your grandfather? And repeat again. They're both the same thing. Because again, we're referring to a pattern of the paradoxes coming to the same question, and that question is, how can you do a thing which interrupts with causality? And the answer to that is, well, you can't interrupt causality. You can't break causality like that. So if you find that you are able to break causality, then your understanding of causality is incorrect. It's not a paradox, it's your belief is incorrect. That is the distinction. With the grandfather paradox, what happens is the question. But that's just asking, is causality in a line what I believe it to be? Or is it that in this assumed ability to time travel, have you in fact not time traveled, or have you disproven causality? What's happened there? I like saying the grandfather paradox is the same reverent of life or death, so both life and death are consequential to the result. Exactly, yeah. Because we're proving that we're not asking about, oh, do you exist, did you kill your grandfather, did you become your grandfather, or any of that. That's not the question. The question is, hang on, how does causality work? In this variant of time travel, if you have somehow time travel, have you time traveled? Have you hopped universes to a world line that is behind yours? Have you disproven causality and therefore that time can be rewritten? That your version of time travel actually just rewound the universe around you? All of those possibilities. The grandfather paradox is a paradox when you do not account for the possible ways that it happened. And the scientific method says, well, okay, it's fine for things to not go the way you expect them to go, but then you refine your understanding to match that. Grandfather paradox is you asking the question, what form of time travel has happened and how does this relate to causality? Yeah. When you find the right question, you get an answer you can work with. Whereas if you just make statements like, this sentence is false, Well, that just opens you up to shenanigans. That one, you know, oh, how can it be both true and false at the same time, or neither, or one, or both? No, it's just impossible circular logic. It's not a problem. I don't know, saying I was just effing around. We actually figured it out. Holy shit! Yeah. I think about these things. My brain doesn't stop thinking, so I just think. It's a curse. I'm gonna recast Nesma skin. Do I die this time? I do not. Hooray!
Periodically, life support will appear. Use it only as you must.
If you're wondering why I've switched over to using automatic mode, it's because Gungo Burr, and that's fun. Well, Shuin, Icon, thank you very much for follows. Welcome in, guys. Gidlick saying, my opinion on the grandfather paradox is pretty simple. Show me something going backwards in time, then we can start making experiments to find an answer. Correct, yeah. Talk about time travel until you blew in the face. I know that it was actually kind of funny when the, what's it, Marvel's films, Marvel's Endgame, that's it. Avengers Endgame. They're bringing it out and they're like, oh, this is how time travel works. It's not the way you think it is. It's this different other way, which we're also going to break in our own logic, by the way. Ignore that for a moment. And it's like, yeah, that's because you can define things however you damn well please if it doesn't exist. But if you're dealing with a fictional scenario, you can define whatever you damn well please. I'm glad I can have such an impact for you. I think that is a worthy moment to use the word influence. I'm glad I can have such an influence for you. I hope it is for the better. You may find that Friday is perhaps the more approachable stream to have these kinds of discussions. Just there are fewer people watching on Fridays, that's just a fact. I'm glad at the very least that I could have an impact on it. Like I say, I hope it's a positive one. Philosophy is all about shenanigans. Life is all about shenanigans. Life is one big shenanigan. Oh my god, it's that operator again. Tell me which one I'm not reviving. That was a cool sound effect.
It is my duty to make extraordinary demands of exceptional people.
It's just occurred to me, I remember actually what got me thinking along the line of patterns. I've just remembered, this is going back years. And it was actually, believe it or not, an XKCD comic. For those of you who don't know, XKCD is a very simplistic and yet very intelligent webcomic done by Randall Munroe, who, I don't know if he still is, but was a NASA scientist, probably still is. Very, very good comic. Very silly at times as well, but very good, and at times thought-provoking. Is someone dying again? Stop dying, goddammit! This is Steel Path, we got no time for dying. Oh, no, child, gotta go rescue this muppet. Oh, they're okay. Fine, I don't need to save you now, that's good. Anyway, with the XKCD one, this was actually just very tongue-in-cheek. The typical, just round-headed guy, I don't know what the character's name is supposed to be, but just the typical character was upset or frustrated with their computer, but Randall abstracted it. And it was, I spent all my day pressing these buttons to change this pattern of lights. Okay. But today, the pattern of lights is all wrong. Oh no! Keep pressing buttons. I am! It's not working! Not the top hat guy, no, the cue ball. And when I first came across that comic, I didn't actually fully understand at the time. I was like, why are you just looking at patterns on a screen? Because at the time, I was younger and I was considering in terms of like patterns you see in school, like, oh yeah, you got patterns going 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns numbers, or color patterns like a rainbow. But no, it wasn't that at all. Literally, what you are watching right now, frame after frame after frame of patterns of lights on your phone, literal patterns, and you recognize that pattern as the live stream I am presenting to you. Depending on how you're watching it, you may see other patterns around the live stream, like Twitch chat, the Twitch interface, maybe mobile notifications are popping up. Those are more patterns of lights which you are interpreting. NASA scientist, not assassin. No, you definitely misheard me there. Not an assassin. No. Yeah, some of you are not on mobile as well. There's plenty. In fact, I know how many of you are and are not on mobile because I have the stats on my Twitch interface. The majority of you are not on mobile. True. The plurality are on... In fact, no, I think it is majority are on desktop. But it's only like in the 50%. 50-ish. Yeah. Mobile, I think, accounts for just under 40% total. And then there is a section of people watching on their TVs or tablets. That's a thing. I'm still amazed at the person who somehow managed to watch some of my YouTube videos on the Wii U. That was a thing. Yeah, as you do. Anyway. But that comic, as I say, that was a seed of the whole pattern things, understanding what on earth they mean, and yeah, it's patterns. And patterns on a screen is just a very simplified representation of greater patterns. Like the image you see that is me is a very simplified representation of me. You were thinking about the Wii U watch the other day? It's funny things that stick with us, eh, Cosmo? But yeah, that I'm fairly certain was one of the major starting points of the idea of the pattern in the first. At least for my concept of it. And then the pattern of everything. Everything is arrangements which we perceive as patterns, but we are unable to perceive the arrangement in detail. We're simply incapable of it. And so we perceive the pattern. You're able to watch one of my live streams on your Samsung smart fridge? See, the real trick is if you manage to live watch my stream in Skyrim on your smart fridge. When you mod Skyrim onto your smart fridge to have live streams play at the top of High Hrothgar, then you've done it. Then you've really reached true insanity when it comes to this stuff.
Expect me to tell you when to stop. Judge for yourself.
Oh, I like that. I like that one. Oh, I got more.
Secrets lie.
Does that affect performance? I don't think it will, but let's try it. And then that one sounds fun. I don't need it, but that sounds fun.
Must protect the excavators and keep them powered.
Oh, it does work on the forming. Oh, that's great.
Excellent work, Tenno. This will help our cause.
Okay, Ken. You have been formally invited to my birthday party on Friday. This money is for your party hat. I hope to see you wearing it. There will be cake, and ice cream, and cats.
I look forward to it, Esprit. Thank you very much for the 410 bits. I, again, have no idea how much or how little that is these days, but I appreciate it all the same. Thank you very much. Look forward to your birthday on Friday. I know it's completely... Oh.
Your work wasted.
I know it's completely different to what I've said another day, but it's fine. I'm sure you forgive me. I just walked up to Thrax. I didn't even pay attention. That's fine. Ah! Why have I got infinite ammo? I forgot about this on the gun! I can't click this fast.
Secrets lie buried deep within the undercroft.
Okay, I'm gonna stop that. Yeah, Magnus can give you infinite ammo on hit, just randomly. It's not Arcane Pistolier, it's just Magnus Prime. It just does that. If you hit an enemy, you have a chance of infinite ammo for a few seconds, and it can self-refresh. Now imagine if it was fully automatic. It is only chance-based. Don't know if it's headshot or hit. I think it's just hit. So far I'm being proven wrong. What's the chance? It's low. But when you get it, and then you have all the shots in the world to reproc it and reproc it and reproc it. There it is! Oh, but they're all dead now. Damn it.
Extraction site.
It can get silly. It can get silly. Because once it's activated, if you've got enough enemies, you can keep shooting. You can keep reprocking it. It's 5%? Sounds about right.
Extractor in place.
Yeah, Magnus Prime can do some pretty bonkers stuff. Also, it's got the Deadly Maneuvers unique mod for the Magnus pair. And that's pretty bonkers too. Jay Lewis, no! We came to save you. It was too late. You didn't self-revive, so that's on you. Fire! Alright, it stopped. Alright. It was fun for a moment. Yes, we got the infinite ammo, irresistible bombardment, go, and it's run out. Or whatever it was. Oh, Chamber Cascade, that's the one. Chamber Cascade. Chamber Cascade, go back! How come we're on Pillage on Rev? High Strength Rev build works very nicely, because it gives you a lot of charges on Mesmer Skin, and also it completely removes the armor of the enemies, which means they're easy to kill. Because it turns out that you don't just need to use it for shield gating, you can use it for just ruining enemies' days. Like so. I don't actually know how much crafting we need because the UI is broken. That's a thing. Yes! Got it. Got it. Oh, it ran out. Damn it. Try it again. Nope. The perma-strip on Village is top tier? Oh yes. When you've got something that wants high strength, like really high strength already, or can use it, it just goes hard. God, that was some terrible aim right there. Nope. Da! 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 Oh my god, can it just trigger for me, please? There we go, thank you. Oh, it ran out. You can get some silly stuff going with it. It's no Neld Prime, but it can be silly. Damn, that guy was holding on. I really should have armor stripped him. I should grab one of these. Ow!
Extractor in place.
How many stacks of Mesmer Skin do you get with your build?
Void treasure.
20, apparently. Okay, back to the forward.
Excavator under attack. A way out is now open to you.
Oof. That seemed like a nasty hit. We going on to this? Okay, we're going on to this. Did I die again? Oh, I died again! Shit, when did that happen? Oh, it was probably when I cast the recast to count the charges, wasn't it? Oops. God damn it.
Many defensive battles within the Origin system were lost. Through the paradox, You now have the chance to
hear it.
undo
Where is it?
those defeats.
There it is. Boom. What do we get? On headshot gain damage. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Yeah, Rexmus will probably do it to me. Yeah.
The winds blow
Reactivate that.
fiercely.
Give everyone a bug. Burst of energy. Not that anyone needs it, but it's there.
Still, the stout bow stands.
Let's switch to automatic. Ooh, that sounds fun. That definitely sounds fun to use. Alright, we dealt with these ones. Is there an explanation on which exalted weapons are modded in circuit or not? If I recall correctly, the way it should work is that you use the config of your exalted weapon to match the config of the build you're using. So if you use config A Mesa, you get config A Peacemakers. Config B Mesa, config B Peacemakers, and so on. That's, I'm fairly certain what's happening.
Prepare yourself.
Gets high level Xmas, Silence is pretty good to disable abilities. Silence does do that, it doesn't disable auras however, and Toxin Aura is still there. But it will disable abilities, right, yes. Like Snow Globe, Xmas Fire Wave, the Blitz Xmas Explosion Line, the Electric Orb to the Shock Xmas, all of that like I say, yeah. I have been invisi-nullified or invisi-silenced. Invisi-muffled. Yeah, I've not looked into the Exalteds to test how thoroughly it works like that, and what happens if there's edge cases, if you've done this or that, or broken stuff, but that's what I've heard, is that it's supposed to match A to A, B to B, C to C. Which is why some people end up with no build, because they built their Mesa 3 different ways, but Peacemaker they've always kept the same, so they've never had B and C one. And Circuit just doesn't notify you of that. Yeah, Blitz are most dangerous to health tanks, because you're relying on your health, so you won't have the shield gating to protect you, and then you just kind of... Especially if you don't have prior resistance to blast, which you usually won't. Never tells you any of this? Yeah, Warframe just doesn't teach shit, does it? UTEP, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. I hope you're having a good one. Thank you for dropping it over here. Enjoy your lovely blue badge, your emotes, and your access to the supporter T-Lounge over on the Discord. I want to really stress this, because this astounded me when I checked it the other day. Nearly 200 people on this channel, 200, have a subscription and are not connected up on the Discord. Nearly 200! Whether you're on the Discord, not connected up, or just not on the Discord at all, what? Why? There is literally a whole premium lounge, a supporter T lounge you have access to if you are subscribed. Whether it's a gift or not, all you need to do is connect to your Twitch and Discord account. Boom, that's it. Easy peasy. Like when you do that, it actually tells you, hey, you've got extra features on XYZ Discord if you sub to multiple different channels. Like when I get a gifted sub to some creator, I'll sometimes have it pop up. By the way, you've got a premium channel on this other server waiting for you. I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't really part of that community.
No time to rest.
It's like I always expect there to be plenty of people not using it. Nearly 200? Crikey. That's a lot of people missing out. Of course, I can't go through and find out exactly who that is, because they don't know. Your accounts aren't linked. That's the whole point. Have I ever thought about testing the effects of max strength through teammates, arcanes, everything on certain Warframe abilities? Nope. I've seen plenty of people in the community do that. In fact, someone in my community itself does that frequently. That's Athia. Goddess of Chaos, lover of Wisp. She does it a lot. It's not something I really feel the need to explore myself personally, no. Just big number become bigger, really. And enjoy some lovely videos. Thank you. Glad you like enough to come over here to the Twitch. I've been enjoying stay. Likewise, Hostile Waves, hi. Big fan of the videos that talk about things like the shards. Yeah, very welcome. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay as well. I was always a bit uncertain of the videos of the shards, like, exactly how well they'd be received, because I took a more overall approach rather than specifics. Because at the end of the day, shards are so much of a pain to get hold of. I didn't want to focus every video, every build guide finishing with, okay, now here's every possible way you can use your shards, million, billion stupid combinations. I didn't want to go through that. I'm glad that the shard videos have been well received. Like, for yourself.
In its fabric, seal them up again, or worse foes than Thrax may emerge. The ruptures can be closed.
Zom, you cracked it. Yes, the reason people aren't connecting their Twitch and Discord accounts is because they want to see the image that can be seen only if you are not part of the supportity lounge or a moderator for obvious reasons. Which actually has a quote from Zom themselves. Back when Zom was neither subscriber nor moderator. Have I tested which decrees affect pseudo-exalted weapons? Curious which ones benefit what. I haven't done an extensive test, no, because it's a bit funky. But suffice to say, if it affects your damage like modded damage way, so adding on elements, then yes, it has an effect. Crit ones, like scaling off your melee attacks, I don't know. I haven't looked into it fully, I'll be honest, no. Still use most of the shard guide should use armor or health part. I mean, fair enough. The main thing on that, if you recall from the video, is use the armor shard, because you should only care about the health shards if you don't have a source of healing, or if you really have that little health. Usually speaking, if you're caring about health and armor, then you have a source of healing, and if you have a source of healing, then armor is better, because it will make your healing stronger.
Angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast.
Yeah.
Fight on.
Pretty easy way to sum up that one. Pretty easy way. I know I outlined the EHP calculation, how to maximize that, but that doesn't apply like 90% of the time.
Do not allow that to happen.
Hey, close contagion. This could be fun. Okay, they weren't dying quick enough. How about you? Damn it, that didn't spread it. That was one guy.
Excellent work.
Why are they all sort of now all spread out? What's going on? Come on. Blaine saying, admittedly, I am sad kit guns and swords aren't available in Delivery. Oh yeah, could you imagine? Can you imagine what we could get up to? Imagine it's a nightmare trying to figure out acceptable builds. I mean, they could literally just have a default version of it, or make it where they don't pop up unless you own one. Like, if you own a kit gun and own an eligible build, then it can show up. And you're just warned, well, you built a kit gun. But I guess just having a build for it, they could just go for a basic hybrid build. That should work, really. Yeah, I'm sure to show about armor mods are. Oh yeah, armor mods are terrible. Like, only about half a dozen frames should ever use the armor mods. Ever. Is Catch Moon still the best thing? No, it's been a long time since Catch Moon was super duper meta. Very long time.
I advise you not to be content.
Very long time since then.
Doing enough.
Oh, you're about to give me a double test in? Alright, you're in the squad. The moment you had me thinking I had it set up wrong. No, I get what you mean. I get you now. Why would there be an echo contestation? There is not. Oh, I'm running out of charges. Let's fix that. There we go. No wish, no! Stop dying. We don't allow it. Rise from your grave. Umbril's nice from the mod set. Yeah, but there you're not using the armor bonus at all. You're equipping a mod that happens to have armor on it, you are not equipping the armor mod, if you get what I'm saying. It's like, most of the time if you equip fleeting expertise, or at least plenty of time, you're not equipping it for the negative duration, you're equipping it more often for the positive efficiency. It just happens to have negative duration on it. Esprit, you might be right there, yeah. The fact that people can have multiple catch moons, kick guns, and more likely to have that than other weapons can certainly have an impact. And then there's the primary and secondary bits, yada yada. That could be solved by DE, you know, allowing you to pick the variant of a weapon if the weapon is selected. So say weapon pops up and it is the heck, you get to choose, okay, do you want the Kuva heck, do you want the vehicle heck, do you want the normal heck? Which one do you want? You own all three of them. And obviously only show the ones you own. But DE didn't set it up that way, for some reason. And God knows what difficulty it would be to apply that now. That's just a thing. Melee attack it twice. Sure, why not? I'm not using melee attack, but let's have it anyway. You can't tell us what also users feeling that pain? Absolutely. Absolutely right there. Your 3 Cuban cores always gives you the worst one? Yikes. Yeah, I got rid of my second foreman. You guys might remember that I had a minimally upgraded testing foreman. I had to get rid of that because it was popping up rather than my foreman. And that was ruining the slot for me. Because it wasn't just, oh, well, I guess I'll use the other foreman. The foreman needs solid modding to be effective on Steel Path. So that was just a dead selection. Not, oh, well, you can try and make it use. No, guns, if they're not good already, they don't scale anywhere near as well as melees do in the circuit here. The decrees for guns are terrible in comparison. Yeah, I had to get rid of it. First time it popped up, I was like, no, I'm not having that happen twice. It's gone.
Life support capsule.
Deleted it there and then. Yeah. Yeah, there have been some odd design choices with the Very Paradox. Like, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of questionable. And I will be honest with you, chat, it has impacted my passion for the amount of content I make for it, the type of content. It has had a negative impact. Or at least not the same positive I was hoping for. Apparently 60 seconds ago I died. Oh, whoops. Didn't notice. I got better. Yeah. As I'm saying, I should get off my ass and build my second crit later if you wanna. But like, that can also mess up your circuit for you. Take your pick. Why'd you build crit latent to begin with? It's just an alternative way of playing, I guess. Certainly if you've got other crit bonuses going around that you can benefit from. Say, if you're wanting to pair it with Harrow, if you're wanting to pair it with Volt, you can get more from the crit latent than you can the non-crit one. Potentially. Yeah, fair do, Idol. Fair do. Ooh, don't die, don't die, don't die. I'm good. I'm alive. Nothing drains your soul quite like watching Thrax do magnetic, just before you land the final shot. Yeah. Thrax going into that immortality stage is a bit... yeah. It's a thing.
Do not expect me to tell you when to stop. Judge for yourself.
Yeah, Disc Raptor, it's frankly terrible design. I don't know why they did it. They must have had some technical difficulty or reason for implementing it, but just... Why are you attacking me already? I've only just got here.
The shadows of armies that do not.
But yeah, it's a bad design. There's no getting around it, it's just a bad design. Do the ghosts take damage from amps and get destroyed by them? Apparently yes. I've tried it and it seems to work, although it's kind of hard to tell because they don't have a health bar. So you don't know if you're actually killing them or if they're timing out. It's a bit unclear. It's only on Steel Path, like, are we doing enough or are they just timing out? On low levels, it does certainly seem to do that. Oh, that wasn't a question. Oh, sorry. There's so many questions. I'm not used to, oh, I'll just mix it up from time to time and not notice it's not a question, my bad. I'd be able to tell consistently if people use question marks, but people don't use that pattern. So I didn't find another pattern at a glance. But yeah, you can do that. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually do that much to help you. So you can do it. Doesn't really do shit. Not just any other lasers, but you have to react to time and beam them down and not get killed in your operator. Yeah. Yes, that's free it is. Probably a rhetorical one, but I answered it anyway. Screw you. That's why. Having the cave be a mission node instead of a player hub was a terrible choice. Yeah. Probably technical limitations. God knows what those technical limitations really were. But they did it. They did it. Like, it could have just been an extension of the Dorm Zone. It's what it could have been. Just an extension of the Dorm Zone. Or even if it was a separate loading section beyond the Dorm Zone, you load into it, see what you've got, and then you decide what type of mission you're going into. Are you going into Circuit? Are you going into Viri? Are you doing it solo, not solo, Steel Path, normal mode? All of those choices could have been after the cave. Not before, but yeah. Apparently the new meta weapon for the Eidolons is the Vermis Splicer. How the hell did that happen? How in the Nine Hells does the friggin' Vermis Splicer become the meta for Eidolons? I'm not buying it. What? How? No. No. Only with a ribbon? I still ain't buying it. Vermis Splicer. What's a Vermis Splicer got that makes it good for Eidolons? What's fastest rate of fire weapon that can one tap? Sorry, Vermis Splicer. Vermis Splicer, one tap. The tendril beam weapon hit gun, which I don't like. One tap. Are we sure about this? You're not meaning Spore Laser, the explosive glob launcher. No, that's not got a high fire rate, so it can't be that, surely. The infested noodle gun is becoming meta for Eidolons. Whatever. Okay, that's a thing. Alright, Flo, you take care. Have a good one. Damn. I mean, people already got to one-taps with snipers. I didn't realise that yet more one-taps are being looked into and that you could get better one-taps and hit-scan one-taps, but there we go, I guess. There are alternative one-taps to the one-taps that are somehow more meta than one-taps. Eidolon Hunters are something else. They really are. I don't get it. Never have, never will. The Eidolon Hunters are a mess anyway. He ain't in the tier of one-tapping or close to one-tapping. If he ain't got some kind of overpowered setup, It's a mess. That always put me off it. Alright, take care, Chop.
You have calmed the storm.
Hey, we've done this
Return
round.
to the-
Beautiful.
The world above. Leave now or later. But
The only thing is for
leave
DPS,
you
the Nell
must,
doesn't trigger the
or
headshot, which makes pro hunters
is
lose valuable
inexhaustible.
milliseconds. I mean, the fact that the Nell was even the one. Alright. Oh. Just noticed that
Secrets
J. Lewis had
lie
said last one for
buried
me. Right, I
within the
didn't notice that in
undercroft.
time.
The paradox provides the
Well.
means to extract them. You must protect the excavators.
Total
and
crossing
keep them
expected
powered.
34. What? We already just got here. Huh? When did the drop start? On a different stream. You're in the wrong place. Can someone confirm for me? Is it... Have I just missed the communication? It's actually on all streams? Because I swear it's just on that one stream that the drops tomorrow. Not on all streams. Could have sworn.
Extractor
Have I missed
in
a beat?
place. Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
Because that's now, what, 4 people have asked here today? And like, I'm oh my god, we got 2 people down at once? What's going on over here?
Of destruction. You allowed the
Well,
enemy
there goes
to
the
destroy
excavator.
an excavator.
I was not close because I thought people were okay. All special event streams. Lewis, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to with that. All streams during the special event, or all streams specifically part of the event, or something else? I'm not sure what you're referring to there, sorry. TJ, so when you click participating channels for the drop, it just takes you to the Warframe directory. Oh,
Secrets lie
That's not very
buried
helpful.
deep
Okay,
within
so-
the undercroft. The paradox provides the means
which
to
is,
extract them.
I'm assuming that's on Twitch you're clicking
Must
that, it
protect
takes you
the
here.
excavators and keep them powered.
That's helpless. Stop dying!
Extractor deploying.
Ah! Alright. Let's see if we can keep this thing going. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, chat. I have never really been that excited for drops on my channel after the very first. Because 99%, if not 100% of everyone that came to the channel for the drop, came to the channel for the drop. And that was it. It was, hey, free stuff, I'll tune in and then not give a damn. And that was it. Any channel co-stream? Alright, Idle, thank you very much on that, appreciate it. But yeah, whenever I've had drops on the channel here, sure, we've had plenty of stream content going on as well, but so much of it is drops, exclamation mark drop, when drops, what drops, oh no, I'm not getting the drops. Certainly when the drops time out, oh my god. People are like, no! Oh, I got the drops to 47 minutes out of an hour. Oh, that's not fair. I wanted my drop. I'm like, well, you clearly didn't want it that much. Jesus Christ, calm down. Go buy the fucking thing then. If it's Dynax, just farm the fucking thing. Ah! God. I get it. You wanted free stuff, you didn't get it. That's not too bad. Jesus Christ. It really does come across as beyond entitled. Like, here is an entire stream of entertainment going on, and the only thing the person can say is, but my free drop! Like, piss off. Please, kindly, I would have liked you to have been interacting and engaging with the channel, but if all you want is free stuff, piss off. Quite frankly.
Extractor in place. Avoid
Yeah.
treasure.
Drops it says Vice Wrong King. Pretty much, as do giveaways in general. Whether it's a randomized freebie or a guaranteed freebie, it has a similar effect.
Hi, Olabrit.
Yo, Unknown Error Zero, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I have no idea how much that is these days. Absolutely no idea because Twitch has changed the rules on it. Or rather, removed the rules on it. guidelines and everything in the contract. But all the same, thank you very much. I appreciate the 100 bits there on the 0.
Excavator
Yeah, giveaways and drops and whatnot. The idea is to bring people in to get them to see the content, perhaps just watch it long enough to actually go, ooh, I actually like this. Zunaguat, Zunaguat, please, for the love of God, please tell me you are having me on. Please tell me you are having me on. Idle Outlaw, all the music I'm using is from Stream Beats, so there is no risk of copyright issues, no. If you are hearing something you think might be copyrighted, you are hearing it incorrectly. Well, that's okay. Don't know what, you must be having me on. PPT Fat say your videos are great, Kenji. I love your feedback on the Vice Warframe. Very welcome, my dude. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for dropping by. Mr. Weeks, what about when they put drops on Warframe International, for example? What about it? How many people would be watching the Warframe streams if there was 0 drops or giveaways on them? That's something I would like to know. I'm never going to find out. How many people would actually be on the Warframe official streams compared to how many they get if there were absolutely no giveaways being done? No drops, no giveaways, no plat prizes, no prime access packs, none of that lot. How many people would turn up?
Excavator under attack.
And the thing is, we don't actually know the answer.
Excavator is almost destroyed.
We don't actually know the answer. Well, rip Excavator, I had to revive someone. It's fine, it happens.
Extractor deploying. Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
Jesus Christ, this Excavator is not living now, is it?
To destroy an excavator.
We'll grab the next one, I guess. Talking about drops, your Cyber video drop was nice. Always love you explaining all the stuff. Not quite what a drop is in this sense, but appreciate it all the same. Yeah, level 2000 is getting a bit spicy on it. We'll stop on this one.
Paradox provides the means to extract them.
We'll stop on this one.
Protect the excavators and keep
I'm glad the view was helpful for you then, fan. Glad you like it.
Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
Yeah, just let it live long enough that we can get the crowd if we need, please. Okay, I think we're good actually now. Yeah, we can just let it die now.
Excavator lost.
There it is. We're good. Right, let's get out. We're out. Yes, a string of numbers has followed the channel. That's a thing. Kilos just wrote a script to automatically open streams and claim rewards for the Warframe stream. Have not paid attention to a stream in over a year. Well, I'm glad you changed your mind about paying attention to mine. I appreciate that. Thank you. Gary Rabbit said, didn't even know that Warframe International existed until I saw a drops notification. Yeah, and that is part of it, is that drops are supposed to make you aware of things and engage with things that you didn't know were there. GG's all round, guys. GG's all round. Thanks for joining in on that. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I sort of got, okay, that was impressive timing. And unfortunately, that puts you in the crossfire of exactly what I'm talking about. Because, just to remind everyone who may have missed that there, Zonagot's first message was, hey, just tuned in, do you have drops enabled by chance? Which, firstly, no, I don't. Secondly, nothing said anywhere that I should. And thirdly, it would show at the top of the channel. That's all things it's just part of it. And I know on the one side I could be, you know, proper customer service friendly, positive vibes of, oh no, that's on such and such, let me tell you about someone else's stream, send you off that way for tomorrow. But it does get a bit disheartening. More than a little bit at times. It depends on my mood, which is usually snarky. I'm British. It's a thing. So yeah. It can be a bit disheartening. And when you see it on the largest of streams, when you see just people spamming exclamation mark drops or just typing drops or rewards or whatever command they've got in their head they need to type, I don't understand that mentality. It's doing nothing But you'll see it in Warframe streams. You'll see it on anything that has drops of just pretty much any community, and just spam of messages going, give me free stuff. Stop. Oh boy. Oh boy. You feel bad for hitting ticket? Hey, the ticket is different. And I'll tell you what's very different about the ticket. Have I ever announced in any of my videos, when I've said I do live streams, have I also said, and when you come in, every time there is a platinum giveaway? Do I advertise the platinum giveaway in my videos? Or did you end up here, watch the streams and go, wait, there's a raffle? I didn't know about this. The vast majority of people, and now that is including Zonagua, most of you were drawn here because you wanted to watch my stream. And then the raffle, the tickets that you are claiming, that's different. That goes out specifically to those of you who are already here long enough to realize there is a raffle. It's a very different process. In fact, I might have something for Discord, which I'll be doing later. Yeah, probably watch this space tomorrow. Something for Discord, which again, I'm breaking that slightly by announcing it here, but if you're not on my Discord, what are you doing? Exclamation mark Discord, it's free and you get more information, more connections to community. Breathe. You didn't even know there's a raffle? Exactly, I don't promote it. I don't promote it. The raffle on this channel that I run every Wednesday and Sunday is a reward to those of you who are following and supporting me here on my stream. It is not supposed to be an incentive for people to come along and just be ticket slaves. To just be demanding free stuff. Because I don't want that filling up my chat. I don't want a community of grifters. I'm not calling you guys grifters, unless you are one of those people who has just tuned in to get free stuff and then fucking off, in which case, as you were, finish off, do the last bit, we'll be all good. Yeah. Flacker is saying, came from YouTube, the giveaway rant compelled me to stay. I do rant from time to time, don't I? Yeah. I never know if it's a good thing or not to continue ranting. English only on the stream, please. I'm gonna go with that rule. Anyway. DK Omulus, I ended up here because I opened Twitch for the first time for Warframe stuff, never touched Twitch again, now I'm really bored and can't play at work, so I'm back. Hey, I mean, that works. That works. Welcome in. British Wakehead, rant about everything. True, we are known for being able to rant. Yes. I'm sure plenty of cultures are, but British also. We can rant about ranting. It's a thing. Yo, Mr. Spook Skeleton, thank you very much for a gift and a sub here out to, that's gone to Shaggy Summers. Shaggy Summers, I hope you enjoy the gifted sub there. The first ever gifted sub from Mr. Spook Skeleton. Mr. Spook Skeleton, thank you very much. Who has also, actually, I just noticed there's a double notification. That's a subscription for yourself as well. So Mr. Spook Skeleton, double dipping with the subscription and the gift. Cheers on that, I really do appreciate that. Oh. Thank you very much. Later on my, Latron. Absolutely, Latron is just superior to the Mitre in my opinion. Just superior. If we're talking Incarnate mode, that is, yeah. If we're talking Incarnate. Psychotic around say, I come back because you're a real one, Ken, you speak your mind, I appreciate that. I'm glad you appreciate it as well. I like being able to be myself on my streams. I like being able to present to you just the engineer. On my videos, I have things a little bit more professionally presented because it's a different kind of approach. At the end of the day, you don't want me just rambling around all over the place on the videos. That wouldn't be very good. You imagine this kind of rambling approach, explaining things like the weirdness that is Varuna? That video would have been 2 hours long. No way we could do that. No. On the videos, I become the engineer. I walk you through the bits and pieces to let you understand everything that I'm talking about. And that way, you get the best results from it. Is my nose being green screened? You will find yes, probably it is. Because my green screen is unfortunately not very good. Thanks to the nature of my camera, it's a bit of a low budget one. But anyway, that's enough of forcing it into YouTube mode.
And future video? I know you play in record as you go. Any cool myths to work on?
First of all, Unknown Error Zero, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Once upon a time, I'd have known how much that was worth. All the same, it is worth it to me. Thank you very much for gifting that over here. I'm tipping the stream with that. What is my current study in the game and future video? I know you play on and record as you go. Any cool myths to work on? My god, there's a few pieces to unpack there. Current study in the game for future video. There's your hint. It's a hint that hits you in the face about as hard as the weapon does. So you probably figured it out. But there's a hint. No one player record as I go. I'm not sure exactly which bit I'm addressing there, how I break it down, so I'll skip past that one. Any cool myths to work on? There are myths going around. I'm not working on a myth-busting video at this point in time, no. I haven't got a myth-busting video in the works. Are Stalker weapons going to rotate, or do we have to stick with them for another week? This week is now locked in Lord Bandit. D realised because it had been around for a few hours on Monday, they hadn't got to it in time because, well, they just didn't know, they were asleep. They were on the Sunday for them and then into Monday morning. Because of the situation, they said, all right, we're just going to keep this week as is, and it will rotate next week. So then it is fair for everyone in that regard. What do I think of the Tenant Envoy? Absolutely amazing, I love it. Is that blue Talon allows helpful armor? Armor.
Kengineer doesn't have a license for drops. Bit sad in it.
Coffee Night, thank you very much for the 100 bits there. True, I have no license for bits, for drops on here. That's true. Yeah, my shards are 2 lots of casting speed. I have an armor shard and a lesser armor shard. And then I have a parkour velocity shard because you know what? Additional yeet is fun. Those are the shards I got here. Double casting speed, double armor, yeet. It works well. I'm quite happy with it. Blade with impact damage, what else would you hit in the face instead of cutting with it? I mean, if the blade hits you in the face, it will cut you. Just saying, Smuggler. It can hit you in the face in a slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning motion. Or impact, as it is in Warframe. Bludgeoning is D&D, what am I on about? You get what I mean. Yeet Lavos, logical evolution of Yeet Loki. I mean, Lavos was built to yeet. Vile Rush is just yeet. It's a very horizontal yeet, granted, but it is a yeet. Like, if you are not running high-range Lavos with no screen shake, please turn off the screen shake, dear God. If you're not running that at some point in your Warframe career, you're missing out. And a great thing is you can subsume this onto other Warframes as well. So any other Warframe that's really high range and you don't care what else you're doing with a slot, just go skating. It's silly. Exactly, idle level, yeah. The trajectory of the yeet does not matter, it is still a yeet. The yeet pattern is still recognisable, even if the arrangement of that yeet is different. Keep screen shake on, see how long you can last. That sounds like a really terrible porn game advert. Not gonna lie, Smuggler. Really terrible one. Andrew, cheers. A brick might cut, but not as deep as my words. Esprit, your words cut deep every single time. Your words deal psychic damage. Every time. Even the words that aren't words, psychic damage. You're a special one in that regard. And it's a concern that you are leveling up in 2 days' time. You shouldn't argue about slashing and stabbing with a British person. That's mostly London, alright? There's more to Britain than London, okay? That's mostly London. They're a special kind of problem. We don't have such problems here. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Makes no guns? Well, no, okay, I'm drawing a line. That's politics. I'm drawing a line. We're getting into politics. Nope. No. No politics on the stream. I've had to say this twice today now. God, is there something in the water? Oh, no. No politics. No. I need a soundboard. I need a redemption option for no politics. I'm going to add that. Is the Amprex still good for the content you were doing? MR15, I thought I'd have to get a better weapon to progress. Really new. The Amprex is a great weapon. It's not the most powerful, but it's still a great weapon. My Amprex is a little bit more super powered in that I have a Riven here with crit damage, electric damage on it. minus Zoom. Which is a nice ribbon. It's not the best ribbon you can get. They get even stronger than this. But this ribbon is a nice ribbon. On top of this ribbon has 3 rolls on it and is the first ever ribbon I got in Warframe. This was the one I got from the quest. I opened up an Amprex ribbon, rolled it 3 times, and I still use it to this day. Oh, it's lucky. When some people get themselves a bloody heat dagger ribbon, I get an Amprex. Streamer luck even before I was streaming. That's how it goes. It's a thing. Lady will say, I sure hope adding a no politics button doesn't get abused. Good point. Yeah, people do like to abuse the buttons on this stream, don't they? That is a good point, Ladybug. Unfortunately, we do have to account for the minority of arseholes that exist, much like Warframe should have accounted for that when they created the way they set up Teshin's Cave for public matchmaking. But, you know, at least we can be better than Warframe in our design, so good point, Ladybug, good point. Why Prime Shred? Prime Shred gives a fire rate buff, and it gives Punch Through, which on the laser beam, at least last I checked, the may have broken things, last I checked, it means then that when I hit one enemy, and it chains off that, the shot, the beam, continues through the enemy, can hit another one, and chain off that other one as well. So this is a force multiplier as well as a fire rate multiplier. Which is brilliant. It's brilliant. The ribbon would be nice with Jaya. No, this ribbon doesn't go up Jaya. Jaya doesn't have ribbons. And if you're thinking about, oh, but Jaya electric, well, the Amprex is natively electric. So it's different. Does it still work for the Amprex? It did the last time I checked, but the last time I checked was over a year ago. So honestly, D could have changed things. But it still works perfectly fine, so I'll leave it on there. It counters the negative fire rate on the critical delay. The additional fire rate is generally good because it's a high status weapon. So it's fine. I'd like to say, hell, I can only just now afford the sound alerts I've been watching for some time. True, yeah, the sound alerts are limited on this stream using channel points. They are much more accessible with bits. Although, bits, how much are they worth these days? We're back to that. No Serration? Oh, I don't need Serration because... Oh, wrong thing. That's levels. You don't put Serration on level single. I don't need Serration because I've got plus damage on the Riven. Serration is plus 165. This has got plus 144. It's almost entirely there already. So, I'm good. Coffee night? Cheers. You'll forgive me, this is not coffee. This always surprises me when I have to bring it up. Because some people think that this logo... Some people think this logo is a coffee mug. I want to make something very clear to you. Something very, very clear. I'm British. It's a teacup. Okay? I want to be very, very clear on that. I've broken so many ears there. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. But yes, it's a teacup. It's a teacup and spanner. Or wrench if you want to, but teacup and spanner. I drink tea, not coffee. Coffee is fine. If you want to get one of these mugs and fill it with coffee or whatever concoctions Athlia keeps coming up with, fine. You go right ahead. This mug is a great mug. It will survive it. You can get that from the merch store. Exclamation mark merch. Mug. Hurrah. Sales pitch. But yeah. Flashbang through your ears. I mean, there was a little bit of warning when you saw me pull the microphone over. There's a teeny tiny bit of warning. Do I stream on alcohol? No, I don't drink alcohol at all. So I won't stream on alcohol. Pure and simple on that one. It's not a drinking horn? True, it's not a drinking horn, yeah. Overestimate reaction times? Oh no, I know your reaction times are simply not fast enough for that. I'm just pointing out there was a warning. Do I have hoodies in the merch store? Yes, actually. Where did I put that hoodie? It's in the other room. I can't show you it. But yes, there are hoodies. You can even select the colour for it. Do I fancy sugar in my tea? No, I've not had sugar in my tea since I was 14, I want to say. Yeah. Dungeon Dreckle, are you sure you're British? Oh, I'm sure I'm British. I was doomed to fail as a geologist. Yeah. You can be British and not drink alcohol because you just have plenty of tea instead. The tea makes up for it. I have gone into pubs and bars and ordered tea. And one of them has absolutely gone to town on it. Most of them are like, tea, yeah, we got that or something, or just no, we don't do it. One of them went absolutely all out. Had the fanciest looking tea ever put together in this beautiful large tea glass. They earned their pay, that one. Yeah, I know there's plenty of British that are known for their alcoholism, but then show me a country that isn't. Brits are typically worse at handling their alcohol, that's a thing. I just don't handle it at all. Tea's good. See, when you're growing up as a kid, you learn that tea and coffee are the adult drinks. And then when you get into your teens, you learn that, no, alcohol is the adult drink. But then you get to adulthood and you realise the true adult drink is actually water. That's a true adult drink right there. What's the difference between British and British? I don't know if I even pronounced that differently. The difference between British and British is whatever you desire it to be, yeah. Water tastes gross. Maybe your water, Esprit. You do live in the land of the free, which probably includes the free radicals. So, edging onto politics, I'm not going to do that. See, there you are. This is why I have the no politics rule, because I'm just as bad for it. I have to remind myself. Is that a 500ml glass? I think this is slightly larger than 500ml, because I think this is one of the last vestiges of imperialism. This might be a pint. Might actually be a pint. Yo, a coffee night. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. That's going out to Heroic Skeleton, going out to Sitoa, to Chimichungus, to Wicked Radiation, and to Ziri Nasai. Coffee night, thank you very much for gifting your first 5 subs over here, you absolute legend. I really do appreciate that. And your support to the channel there. If any of you here have just received a sub, make sure you thank Coffee Night for that. Make sure you thank them. Heroic Skeleton, I see you right there. Marcitos, Kenjitis can have one sassy political moment as a treat. No. No. So here's the thing that a lot of you might not actually know about me, is that I am actually involved, in a very small way, but involved in politics here in the UK. I'm not a politician, just involved with a political party. Member of and have assisted with. But I don't talk about that in the community. I'm not going to name the party. I am not going to walk you through any bit of it. Of course I vote. I do more than vote. Like, I would say I'm involved in politics just for voting. There's more to it than that. But that doesn't belong on this channel. This is a gaming channel. I am sure most of you here do not come here to hear me go on about various political leanings and this, that, the other. No. So it exists. But it is not the Kengineer, it is Ken. Ken gets involved in politics, the Kengineer does not. Very important difference. Yeah, I said Blyker. Yeah, the person's name is Blyker. B-L-Y-K-E-R, Blyker. If you heard something else, that's because you are listening for it, not hearing it. Amprix build? Sure, there you go. Have an Amprix build. Now subscribe. How do I take the tea? I go for a black tea. An English breakfast, I like to have it brewed for between 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the mood. Usually that is a minimum. Like, if you let it brew for less than that, you're not doing it right. It can brew longer, but 3 to 5 minutes is about the sweet spot for a proper cup of tea. No sugar, just milk. And only a modest amount. It should end up to a decent tan colour. You don't want it to be looking milky white, but at the same time, you don't want to be seeing the black of the abyss in your black tea. Milk to soften the mood. That's a nice cuppa. Coffee Night saying, love the stream, thank you for the content. You're very welcome, my dude, and thank you very much for your support here. I do appreciate it. I've just noticed, in fact, Coffee Night, did you give 5 other people subscriptions before you even subscribed for yourself? Now that is generosity right there. Folks, that is some generosity right there. Man supporting them yourselves. before himself. I say man as a catch-all term, just to be clear. That's a mandem. That's a Britishism right there. I'd like to say someone handed me milky tea and handed them a fist to the face. Wow, that's rude. Okay. I mean, I have served some very milky teas, but only at request. Only at request. And those requests do come up. I have had a request from someone. I offered them a cup of tea, and their instructions on how milky they wanted it was they wanted me to have the tea bag the bug, pour in the water, and immediately take the tea bag out without stirring it. That's how unbrewed they wanted their tea. Pour the water into the mugs, and then take their tea bag straight out without squeezing or stirring. That's the strength they wanted their tea. Then add milk. I have also previously had it when I was volunteering at a charity shop. This was way long ago. A friend of the manager had come in, no nattering. They actually wanted some tea to go. Young me got lumped with the task of making teas. I can make tea. I'm British, I can make tea. But they wanted tea to go. They wanted me to put tea into their thermos flask. And they wanted it so weak from their description that the only way I could achieve this with a thermos flask was to hang the tea bag over the lip of the thermos, pour the water through the tea bag into the thermos, and then add milk to their taste. And that was their finished. As Esprit puts it, the LaCroix of tea, yes. I heard down the grapevine later, they actually really liked that tea. It was absolutely perfect strength for them. I'm just saying. I held a tea bag over the lip of a thermos and poured water through it, and they liked it. But hey, I know my tea. I can make a good tea to anyone's taste, apparently. Even when people have the most objectively incorrect tastes, I can nail it. But that is not the tea that I will have, thank you very much. A proper brew will do me just fine. That's how your girlfriend drinks tea? Coffee night, I am sorry to hear about your loss. I hope that one day you can come to terms with this crushing reality. Truly. You joke about British cuisine being flavourless, but this is some new lows. Hey. Look, British cuisine is not flavourless. We're just scared of spices, okay? If it's spicier than white bread, we don't want it. Except for the curry lovers. There are various Brits who just absolutely love a stonking spicy curry. There's two types of British cuisine. Those who want no spices whatsoever, or those who want spice so much you wonder if they've broken themselves. And unfortunately, I live with one of those who absolutely loves really spicy, and my god, when he gets to choose what's in the curry, my taste buds explode in fear and horror. I don't handle spice very well. I'm quintessentially British, and that includes that. Was I even using salt? Okay, sorry, I don't want to just murder my biochemistry with too much salt. Curry that burns thrice? I mean, I can misread your comment and it's even more accurate. A curry that burns rice is how spicy they'll have it. I'm like, how? I like to taste my food. I don't want my food to just taste of pain. No, British cuisine has got plenty of flavour. It's just, if the flavour you've come to expect is just seared meat juices and fried spice or whatever you're not going to be ready to get the subtler flavours of British cuisine. There's plenty out there. Absolutely plenty. But hey, yeah. People are like, British and their spices. It's true, we raided the world for spices and then decided we didn't like any of them. It's a thing. Britain did that. It's fine. We tried, okay? That's the important bit. We tried them. Please ignore the war crimes we did along the way. Nah, that's not politics. That's history, Idle Outlaw. That's history. It's different. I'm not casting an opinion on it. I'm not getting people to sway one way or the other. It's different. It's just referencing the history of the British Empire and how we went out and grabbed a whole bunch of spices and land and slaves. I mean... Yeah, spicy. Spicy history. It's not politics, it's just spicy history. It wasn't made in the politics region of France. I think we should do a platinum giveaway, don't you, chat? I think we should seg you very conveniently over to a platinum giveaway. Who would like a chance at some platinum? Exclamation mark ticket in the chat if you haven't already done it. Melon Cube saying, can you rate my cyber build on Warframe? I will pass on that, Melon Cube, as I have a guide on how to build the cyber. So if your cyber build is not my cyber build, then I'm going to have to rate it worse than my guide to the cyber by default. I will pass on that, thank you. You can't even think to name any British cuisine other than chippy? Then you are missing out. Oh, Sunday roast or pine chips. Oh, there's some great stuff out there. There was some great stuff. Predator Queen say I'll close the raffle at any moment. It's true. Any moment now. I may close the raffle right now. Or now. Or now. Or maybe now. When am I going to close it? Maybe I'm going to close it now. Maybe I'll close it now. Or maybe now. Oh wait, I've already done it. Too slow now. If you didn't grab a ticket already, tough. That means you're on a massive delay and you're not allowed it. Saint Got Boost attempted to claim a ticket for the first time ever. I'm very sorry, Saint Got Boost. You were too slow. The stream has been up for over 3 hours. You're just going to have to come back and grab it on the next one. You'll just have to grab it on the next one. You were the first person to try and claim a ticket after the closing. You also spelt it wrong, which is unfortunate. Yeah. That is a rough one. It's fine. I hope it's fine. You say it's okay, so it's fine. Edra, thanks for the follow. I'm not mentioning most of the follows here, like Singap Boost, Ciciga, North B, Garify, and now I'm already off the bottom of the list. My god, there are so many follows. You understand why I don't call out every single follow that comes through, but thank you everyone who has been following the stream as well. Absolutely do appreciate it. How many are we on these days? Oh shit, nearly 14k. Nice. That's cool. Alright, but let's see. Out of those of you who did manage to grab a ticket in time, let's have a look. The winner today, the one and only, it is Gerioni. I don't know if it's Gerioni or Gerioni or Gerioni. Gerioni. I'm going to mispronounce your name now because there's no way it's Gerioni. So Gerioni, congratulations. You are the winner of the Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch shortly after the stream to get hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that 75 plats sent over your way. Gerioni. I know that is definitely not how it's pronounced. There's no way it is. So that's what I'm going with. Melon Cube, you are welcome to your opinion. You have yourself a wonderful day there. Thanks for participating. Right then, now that that is through, we are going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community because I'm very sorry to say, chat, that is the end of today's stream. It's pronounced. Well played, Jer. Well played. Yeah, we're going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. Who are we going to raid today, though? That is the question. Who are we going to raid today? Because we could raid over to, let's see, we have got Sabuchi streaming. What the fuck are they streaming? Never mind, we're not going to go to whatever that's happening over there. We've got a few VTubers. I don't raid VTubers. We got a lot of VTubers. My god, what? I will never understand the VTuber. Excuse me. I will never understand the VTube craze. I understand why people do it, and I understand why people watch it, and yet I still don't understand it. Sorry, I just don't. I try to put it together. In fact, Idle Outlaw is somehow unintentionally inspiring a simple response to anyone who doesn't want to be on camera. Be proud of yourself. It's fine. Be proud of yourself. You would have said Zeta, she's stuck by, but she's on Destiny. Oh no, we can't raid someone on Destiny. No, that's not allowed. That is not allowed. Yeah, a lot of the people I follow are not on Warframe at the moment, so that's a problem. Diablo, 7 Days to Die, Diablo, Apex Legends, Just Chatting. None of that's any good to us. You know what? We're going to raid someone random today. We're going to blow someone's mind, chat. I want you to get ready to absolutely overwhelm someone with positivity and support. Get ready to make someone's day. Let's see, whose day can we make? Is there really not that many Warframe streams? God damn, apparently there's not that many streams to pick from for day smashing today. So let's see, let me see. I'm just going to mute the desktop audio just in case they are streaming some DMCA music, because that's no good. Raid message, we'll decide when I find the right one. Let's see what we got here. I'm fairly certain that is DMT music, so I would just, on principle, not raid that person. Nope. Sorry, if you're gonna break the law, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I have to follow the rules, so does the person I'm gonna raid. This one sounds okay. Alright, cool. We're gonna break someone's mind. They have no idea this is coming. And I want you guys to be on your absolute best behavior. Be engaging. Be wonderful. Raid messages not our drops enabled. Don't you dare, Esprit. That is not good behavior. Rule 1, don't be a dick. You monster. No, what I want you guys to go over is simply put, this is a raid, have a good time. In all caps if you can. This is a raid, have a good time. Because we're heading on over to someone who has absolutely no idea this is coming. I want you to give the absolute best that you can to make them feel truly welcome in this community. But that's all from me now. Thank you very much for joining in. I'll see you again on Friday for not Warframe, or Sunday if you're wanting just Warframe. Until then, be your absolute best and take care. Bye, World Tennis.